He said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey, 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 hey.
Welcome to the Snark. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Hey everybody, welcome back. 2025, Happy New Year. Oh my God. You're hearing Happy New Year a little bit too late, quite frankly. Like I think there's a cutoff with Happy New Year around, I would say like maybe the 7th.
The fifth is where my raindrop stopped saying that shit.
The 5th to the 7th, I think, is like an appropriate, like that's the last time that it's appropriate. Like if it's January 10th, I don't think it's like, what do you, like, come on. But it's our first show of the new year. We're recording remotely right now. There's a lot going on right now. There's like wildfires in California. We're kind of like wary about whether or not there's going to be evacuations and all that. So that's part of it. But also the main reason ultimately is I'm kind of in the middle of like a flu. I'm at the tail end of a flu. I don't exactly know if I'm contagious anymore, but I just want to play it safe.
Yeah.
But
Stu tried to get out of getting hanging out with us. You wanted to desperately avoid hanging out with us, so a flight attendant was spitting in your mouth.
Right? Yeah.
Like you were like, "Hey, I don't want to do my job. Could you please spit in my mouth because you're around a lot of people?
Can you please cough and
me?
Yeah, can you please cough, bleed, and cum in my open eyes?
Yeah,
that'd be really great. The dude, honestly though, I was on the plane, so I went home for the holidays. I try to spend New Year's with my family because that's like my family's thing. It's like they always do like a New Year's thing. They don't really do Christmas. They do Thanksgiving kind of. New Year's is really the only thing that they do. So I try to make it back there for that. But I was on the plane, and dude, the woman next to me, she had a mask on, so thank God. But she was retching, like she was coughing and like the entire time, and I was like, look, I appreciate the mask, that's going to protect most people. I'm fucked. Like I'm done. Like I knew immediately the second she fucking coughed.
I don't think if people are coughing, man, I just don't think they should be allowed on the plane. I'm like, fuck them.
I mean, it's the worst place to be coughing like that because the air being filtered. Like, it's literally like, you should not. They should give you a test. Like, you scan your head.
You know,
you're
there's
sick,
like,
you can't get on here.
You know, there's like in grocery stores, right? You can't go on there without a shirt. You can't go in there without shoes and shit. And so if you're coughing and being a piece of shit, I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't get on the fucking plane, homie. I don't care how much you paid for. I guess we'll give you a refund, but you're stuck. I don't care about your stupid fucking job back at whatever state you live in. Shut up. I don't want to get sick. Shut up. I don't care.
It's so disheartening because it was like right next to me, you know? And planes aren't big. Like if you're sharing a row with somebody, you're basically like touching them.
I think if you're sharing a plane with someone that's sick, you're fucked. It's just by the nature of you're in a plane with like the air go nowhere. It's the same air over and over again.
It is unfortunately the same air. Yeah. I knew I was done in. But then I was feeling pretty okay for the 2 days afterwards, and then I just got knocked.
Then you shat yourself, and you were like,
my bedroom right now looks hilarious because I've been in bed with like the flu, and so I've just been like, I've been in bed sore, like everything hurts. I'm fine today, but like I've just blowing my nose, wrapping it, throwing it on the like. It looks like a goon cave.
You're a freak.
it looks so bad.
You could just have a bedroom trash can and then
dude. I know, dude. Nah. You don't even.
The flu is something special, man.
I was in so much pain that I just didn't care.
Look, man, bachelor life,
I care now.
Bachelor life, that you can do it. I can't even do that if I wanted to.
No, my bed's not made right now, and Lily's anxiety is penetrating me, and I feel not good. I want to clean my room so bad right now.
That is insane.
I haven't made my bed in fucking
I never
10 years.
make my bed. I've never made my
now
bed
I just do
unless
it on reflex.
My mom would like, you know. it would be one of those times where she'd be upset about how fucked up my room was. So then I would clean up everything and then make the bed. But then now the bed's fucked up hours later because I sleep in it. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
What is this, a museum or something? Are people going to come through my fucking bedroom and inspect my bed? Are they going to be like, ooh, look how pristine it looks.
I'm aware of this, Derek. You're not informing me of anything.
No wrinkles.
Like, fuck, who gives a fuck about the bed? Like, to me, just make sure your living room is presentable because that's where people fucking go.
Yeah.
No one's
right, exactly.
I can't remember who's gone into my fucking bedroom before unless there was a purpose, you know? Like, I don't know, whatever. It's,
I don't even let my fucking crack whores in my bedroom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's a purpose
fuck
to
their
that.
crack whores. You don't care where we are. They'll suck my dick underwater if I
Bro,
need them to.
I think I caught my neighbor with a prostitute. Because I think and this dude's like older son and you know like he's he's from that other side of the world because of where we live, and I was just like, hey yo, like there's this girl coming out with a very short skirt, kind of like leopard print, very pretty but way too much perfume, and then the real telltale was that she left through the back entrance through the alley. And not the front like normal people use, like say visitors. They don't go through the back alley because they don't even know about that. So like she took like the little shortcut to go west. And I'm like, that's not normal for like, hey, I'm coming to visit, I'm family. You know, you leave through the front because you're parked on the fucking front. And so I was like, oh no. Did I just catch some infidelity? And I don't care. You know, that dude probably works hard and he's just like, I need a break from my family. You know, so I just thought it was interesting.
It's you don't get involved. You know what I mean? Like that's like
Shit. That's not
under no circumstance. Dude, that's one of those things too. Like we got a write-in about that on Sacred once where it was like a bartender asking if like he should step in and do something because he saw somebody that was like, dude, bro, as a bartender, certainly not.
No way.
As a bartender,
you might even go ahead.
Your sacred oath to society as a bartender is like literally like
just listen.
You're like you're like the front line of defense. Like, granted, that's a scumbag person doing this shit, but like, you really want to get involved? You as a bartender, you want to get involved?
He is kind of like bartenders are kind of like therapists in a way. There is a little bit of confidentiality, and also just by the sheer just. Keep yourself out of danger. You know what I mean? Like that might be you might narc on the wrong person, and then all of a sudden they come back and blow your head off with a sawed off. You know, like it's not worth it.
It's not, especially in a bar, man. Like it's just like it ain't worth it.
You imagine a guy cleaning up with his rag inside the thing. Hey, what's going on? Boom!
Fucking braids all over the fucking bottles behind him.
And some guy doesn't even get other bartenders just shaking his drinks.
He's just still smiling and shit.
Gonna leave me on a rush, fucking asshole. Now I gotta deal with all this on my goddamn self. Some guy's brains are all over the fucking mirror. The mirror's bright fucking red with streaks.
At least you take a tip jar.
So listen, before we get too far into this, remember, go over to patreon.com/snarktank, snarktank.shop for merch. Remember to do that. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave all that stuff. Good reviews on iTunes, all that jazz.
Oh yeah, I'm working on some merch too. I gotta say.
Yeah.
I'm working on basically. I'm hoping I'm gonna mock up soon, but it's essentially. It's you, Sween. I'm just letting y'all know that
you printed the feral Sween.
So I'm getting a mock up pretty soon. I'm gonna see if it's worth it or not. But like,
I don't know about that, guys.
Bro, I'm sorry.
I think it's mad funny, but I just look. Let's just do what you think is right.
Dude, that verily thing that we got was pretty high key good.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot. Like, bro, what do you want me to do? Like, you have a face that just works on stuff because it keeps. Look what keeps happening. Like, so scumbag. That scumbag shit is fucking fire. People really love it. You got the 3 Sween Moon back in the day. You got this new fucking kaiju shit. I mean, like, people, there's something about you're just very marketable. And even fucking police sketch artists understand that too.
Yeah, they draw you by accident.
I don't like that. Oh my god! Okay. Look, it's mad funny. That image is a funny image.
I love it,
but it's attached to something that's pretty icky. But that image is mad funny. It's like the idea of like the guy that came on that girl's leg and like ran out. Like that situation is one of the funniest things ever.
It's funny. It's diabolical. It's diabolical.
But it's terrible that happened to somebody.
Right.
That is just pure comedy.
Honestly, it wouldn't have been funny to me if she didn't react the way that she did.
Oh no, the whole situation together was just fucking compounded.
Hearing about it is funny, but seeing the video of her saying like this dude nutted on my leg and then starts crying after, it's like
for me, it's the guy Scooby-Doo running with the fucking sound effects in my mind running out. It was like, this is peak.
Like she busted out her phone pretty fucking fast.
For me, the funny part of that isn't even necessarily what happened. It's the fact that in the moment of being victimized by this terrible person and this horrible event, she describes it in a way that like somebody on Xbox Live would describe it.
Yeah.
Like you just nutted on my like I don't know. Like that would be like that would be like somebody finding a murderer in their house after like killing their family. It's like, you murked my family. You murked my, like it's just such childigish language to use for such
a whole fucking family. You ganked my whole family, bro.
It's not
you soloed my family, dude.
Yeah, GG. It's not you assaulted me. It's not you know what I mean? It's not you violated me. It's you nutted on my leg. On me. It's just
thank God she didn't say spermed because I would have died.
You spermed on my leg.
Spermed on my leg. I'd
no
be like,
one says spermed though. No one really says spermed.
I do.
You don't.
No one's serious. No serious person does. And I am not a serious person.
You should be like Hannibal Lecter in that fucking room with the mask on your
face.
Baby?
I'm about to sperm on you, baby.
I'm about to sperm. I'm sperming. I'm sperming a lot.
Why you're buzzing? Oh, I'm sperming.
But you're dead face. I'm sperming. I'm sperming a whole bunch. Whoa. Here comes a lot of sperm. Whoa. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking JoJo's a fucking ruthless, man. She fucking like makes fun of me, dude.
Your cum face is always something you never need to see.
Like the whole thing, the idea is like I understand that we look stupid or even sound stupid sometimes. I don't need to be reminded. I don't need to be reminded.
What I do is I get like a diabolical hunch in my back and I turn to Quasimodo for like 6 frames and then I'm back to me and I'm like, whoa, that was crazy.
Yeah. I've been called a Frenchman. I've been called Batman. I've been called all. I'm like, bro, come on. Like,
that's terrible.
Come on. And so now I'm fucking like, I just stoic. Like want to look. I just try to be as stoic and as like, like looking like a yeah.
Just no. That's ridiculous. Oh my god.
That's such a red flag. If you see with somebody, if they're just
and they
just shove you off of them. Get off now.
Hero. That's hero shit, man. I wish I knew. I wish I had that much control. You know what I mean? Like I wish I could just.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
Get out.
Oh my god.
So anyway, yeah. Whatever. What else happened other than LA being on fire?
LA's on
yeah.
fire.
I mean, I feel like a lot happened, but also I feel like I don't remember any of it. You know what I mean,
bro? The way the internet moves, so much shit happened while we were gone. I know one thing I wanted to mention for sure, but it just doesn't feel as because it went by so fast. It was when Elon Musk and like MAGA were feuding, and fucking Laura Loomer. Do you remember Laura Loomer?
I do remember Laura Loomer.
Laura Loomer was like saying shit like as if she isn't one of the dumbest people on the planet. It was crazy. Like she was fucking trashing Elon Musk, but saying all facts. It was about the H-1B visa shit, right?
Oh yeah.
Because all the MAGA people, they're all fucking. They hate immigration, specifically brown people, and they're mad that Elon Musk wants to bring more brown people in.
Right.
Yeah. And they're like, this isn't what we voted for. I'm like, yes, it is. This is exactly what you voted for. And then Laura Loomer was like, spitting facts, fucking showed receipts that like Elon Musk is the type of people that are working with, just exposing the fuck out of them as if she's like a good journalist and is not a complete retard. It was weird because everything else that she's done is just
it's stupid.
Yeah. So I was like, wait a minute. Is she playing a character? Like, it didn't make sense to me.
It's hard to not feel like a lot of them are just pretend. I don't know, man. I don't know what to believe really anymore.
Like it feels like psyop shit almost to this point. Where
kind of. It really threw me off because I'm like,
where does it start or finish anymore? It's like, what the fuck?
I don't know what's real anymore at all.
It's like the moments where like. It's a moment where like someone that's so dumb figures out the puzzle instantly. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Where'd you get this from?
It's a great analogy because that's exactly.
I just thought about it. It's pretty simple. You think about it. It's like it's a nigga with like 4 intelligence rolling a 20 and figuring out the puzzle. And you're like, nigga, how'd you do what?
It literally is like that moment in like the cartoon. It's like a trope in so many like I remember Ed and Eddie specifically, like where Ed says something like profoundly intelligent, and then like, Ed, what? What?
And then he's like, right away.
And then immediately afterwards he goes back to being stupid. It's like, oh, okay.
Screams immediately.
Yeah, but yeah, there was the Elon Musk, the infighting with MAGA that happened. There's like the stuff now with the Gulf of America.
Oh yeah, the anti-war Trump.
Yeah, we want to get Greenland. Also, we want to buy we want to invade Canada, buy Greenland, and take Mexico, I guess.
Mexico and the Panama Canal. So, like, that's 4 things. That's 4 things he wants to do. That would be military operations. And I also find it funny that they're a lot of their bases they're surprised. Okay, yeah, cool. But like, I was reminded, and I think a lot of us forgot about that at Trump's first inauguration. He wanted tanks. Like as if he was some fucking like North Korean dictator or something. He wanted he wanted that type of, I wanted to look like I am a dictator essentially. And there were people in his team were like, I'm fucking out of here if you do that shit, bro. That's too much. And I was like, we kind of forgot that that's what he wanted from the very beginning.
Right.
And so just like, I forgot. Like that was. It's been there since the very beginning. So
yeah, and it's also just like I don't know why people lie to themselves too. It's like, listen, the Gulf of America sounds worse.
It doesn't even sound good.
It doesn't sound like if you want to go like the American Gulf or something, or like you know what I mean. Like that's okay, I guess.
American Gulf is better.
Fine.
American Gulf is better, but like Gulf of Mexico rolls off the tongue way better than Gulf of
less syllables.
Gulf of America.
America's 4 fucking syllables. Too much, man.
Yeah, it's too much. It's dumb.
Gulf of Mexico.
But we're in comedy world, like at this point. Like it's all damn silly. Yeah. Like it's hard for me to even take any of this seriously. It's hard for me to find it funny either. It's just kind of like it's just normal. It's bland and it's like seeing a dead pigeon or something. It's like
yeah,
there's nothing necessarily funny about it.
Yeah,
I don't feel it's not tragic.
Technically, everything about this is hilarious.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Technically, like on paper, 50 years ago, it's hilarious. But like today, it's just like I don't know, man. Is it?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like it's obviously absurd, but we're living it. So it's like whatever. So now things need to be stepped up a bit to where, you know, like Trump's little dance that he does, that little fucking jerk off thing. I want him to just like all the nuclear buttons, just start fucking boop, beep, beep, and then just shit just starts going crazy. And loudspeakers, he builds the world's largest speaker to play YMCA so the entire world can hear it at all times. And then just shit's just popping off because it needs to be stepped up for us to really be like, oh, this is hilarious now. Like I'm actually laughing. This is so crazy.
Trump, I wanted fewer immigrants. What's going on? And he just goes like, best I could do is rename some water. I can rename the water for you, but that's about it.
I can rename a gulf, a canal. I can annex a fucking country, make it a state. What else?
Personally, the other thing too is like people like, oh, I saw people talking about like, oh, we can easily just because there's Greenland has like a very small population, so it's like,
yeah,
we could easily just like pay everybody in Greenland like $1 million and just like get the country, and it's like, brother, as an American, if I saw the American government just like make an entire country of foreigners millionaires, I'd be fucking furious. You know what I mean? Are you fucking serious? No.
That's
what?
So stupid.
I would be so fucking livid. It's crazy. But
yeah,
God bless.
Yeah, they could have done like a lottery around the United States. Because like say Greenland, the last time I checked, this was years ago. Greenland was a population of 50,000. So now,
something like that.
How much more is it now? Can't be much more. And so that's a small city in the U.S. And that used to be the size of my city, La Habra, that I grew up in. Yeah. And imagine just doing a lottery of that, at least in the United States. It would help out tremendous. No. Let's pay off the fucking, what is it? What are they, like the Danish controlled or something? Whatever the fuck it is.
I don't know. I thought they were like the Greenlish.
The Greenlish
or something.
I think they are controlled by Danish.
Yeah, I think it's
Danish.
like some Danish shit.
Greenlish. The Greenage. They're just all green goblins.
That would be, dude. They have the green goblin on their flag.
They're just gliders of goblins, but they're actually all like coexisting really well.
I would actually move to Greenland. I wouldn't even. I would like why if I found out that was real. Like,
if they had the Green Goblin on their flag, absolutely. Like, it wouldn't even be if they had Sam Raimi's Green Goblin on their fucking country flag,
fucking Power Ranger ass villain mask, I'd be like, this is crazy. We need to leave them alone.
So what is the flag? Is it just like the Green Goblin T-posing in front of like a star?
That's
or something?
The Looney Tunes images.
Which one?
The images where it's like, and their face comes in.
Oh,
it's like that, but it's Green Goblin with the most adorable smile.
Adorable smile.
He's like, oh, he looks really sweet, even though I know
that is kind of terrifying. If he was like, him smiling like really sweet is actually way worse than his fucking.
That's horrifying.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know.
I would so move there. I wouldn't even care. It doesn't even matter because it's like, well, sorry guys. I know you guys really like the show when we were in the same studio, but I'm going. I don't know if the boys are going, but I'm going. And
if Greenland had a 95% tax rate and you couldn't buy groceries and they only had hot water and cabbage, but they had no sugar, no sweets, no nothing. They just had hot water and cabbage. No automobiles, no nothing. No shelter. But they had the Green Goblin on their flag. I would move there today.
And you can't even make hot water cabbage stew. You got to eat them separately.
It's illegal. It's illegal to combine them.
Illegal.
You can't even boil them in the water. If you do, someone comes in your house and they give you like 1,000 lashes.
That is fucking absurd. But
the crime for combining ingredients is 1,000 lashes. would that kill you?
Yes.
I feel like a 1,000 lashes.
Yes. 1,000. Yes.
1,000.
That is unbelievable.
Unless you just lash the same area till it's
even
gone.
That you're gonna be in them. You're gonna be lashing
you'll bleed out eventually
them.
Too, because
1,000, unless it's like with like a pool noodle or something.
Even that, I feel like 1,000 might start doing something to you.
That's like, do you guys remember that old? There's a really old YouTube video that I remember watching a lot. I don't remember who the hell did it. It was like such a specific video. It was like. The video was called "The Horribly Slow Murder with the Very Inefficient Weapon."
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was just like the idea was like it was like this demonic presence or like this serial killer or something. And he would just go around and like lightly tap somebody with a spoon. Yep. And the idea is that it would take like decades to kill. And I remember it was like a really well done movie. It was a really well done video for back then because it was like what, like 2010, 2011 or something. I remember being like, what the hell is this?
Would you heal the damage being done to you? Like, would you be able to mitigate that damage?
Oh, that's a good point.
At a certain point, maybe, but like it would always be growing. I think the issue is that you could heal up into a point, but it's kind of like Snake, where it's you're just gonna accumulate damage over time to the point where
I feel like your threshold isn't damaged by hit with a spoon. You know, that's not doing threshold damage. You know, like that's doing like immune. Like hit is immune. Then it gets a critical spoon hit, and you're like 3. Then immune.
Right, yeah.
and then like eventually, but you can't sleep if someone's doing that to you. So that's like psychic damage too, which will wear you down.
That's a good point.
Right, that's the other thing too. It's like you can't sleep, so you're going crazy. You can't it will kill you.
That's true.
Whether it's the spoon that does it is almost irrelevant. You know, because the guy's doing it.
Yeah. If it's an entity, you can't exactly separate. It's like the fucking It Follows motherfucker, but it's a spoon.
I think,
exactly.
I agree. The sleep deprivation, you're done. Yeah, that's crazy that you can't kill someone with a spoon like that. That's insane when you think about it.
It's not even the spoon that's killing you. It's just the annoyance of the person.
The nuisance.
Yeah, you don't need the tool. It could just be a finger just poking really hard. So yeah,
it could just be a guy going blah, blah, blah.
But then who dies first? Because that guy has to stay up too. It's interesting.
Ooh. Well, if it's an entity, it has to be an entity. If it's not an entity, the person is going to starve themselves to death.
Well, if it's a person, you could just get a restraining order. You know what I mean?
Or you could go into a room and close the door, and they have to get in. You know?
Could you could do because that is harassment.
Yes.
Yeah. So if it's just a person, then the solution is pretty.
You can shoot and kill him. It's assault.
Yeah. You could also just be like, I was acting in self-defense. He came at me with a spoon.
I freaked the fuck out. My gun went off. I shot him in the fucking back of his head. I didn't mean to.
That is fucking crazy.
I didn't mean to kill him. He scared me really bad. I fucking screamed and squealed like a little piggy, and I blew his head off.
I don't know.
Bro, there's so much other shit. This is crazy. I know so much shit happen.
Something happened that I wanted to talk about.
I know so much stuff happened. That's why I'm like kind of weirded out that it all just, in the blink of an eye, just went away.
Yeah.
I know there was like a bunch of, it was probably all a bunch of gay political stuff, though, to be honest.
It was probably very politically gay.
Politically gay.
I don't know.
Was there an award show recently? What was it?
Oh, well, the Golden Globes was, I think, yesterday or 2 days ago. But which, by the way, the Golden Globes always sneaks up on me because it's just always like, I always hear about Golden Globe winners before I hear about a lead up to the Golden Globes.
I agree. Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, this person won. I'm like, this is happening right now? The fuck?
Yeah. I know
that happened. I know Zendaya and Tom Holland got revealed to be engaged.
Oh, whatever. Yeah.
Zendaya and Tom Holland are gay? I didn't know that.
Something like that.
Oh, interesting. And is there any updates?
No.
The fact him being involved would be crazy. Shamik Moore's in her DMs too, which he actually did make a bunch of like fucking like weirdo messages to her, like tweets about her too.
What he did?
A long time ago, he made comments about comments, I guess, that people brought up, and it's like, damn, gang.
Yeah,
I'm trying to help you, brother, but it ain't working.
I know much more about the situation now because when you were describing it on the podcast, I was very much in the dark, and then I got confused. And I saw a video. I think it was Deleted. I think Deleted covered it, if I remember correctly. That kind of, it might have been him. I think it was him. It was definitely him. I know you were aware of that channel, Sween.
Which one? Deleted?
That dude Deleted. I'm sure you're aware of that guy.
What does he do again?
He does commentary mostly in hip hop culture.
Is he a white guy?
Huh?
Is he a white guy?
No. It's a black dude, but he's faceless, and then he pitches his voice down. Oh my god,
he has like a avatar and has like
that has the mask. Yeah, that dude.
I follow him. Yes, I do follow him. Yes.
Yeah, and anyway, he broke down the situation, and then it made it much more clear to me because I didn't fully understand or appreciate how weird it actually was and how much he was truly trying to manifest it. Like I didn't really like. Basically I know that nigga. He read The Secret or saw the documentary or whatever, because like that's what he was doing.
Just to catch everybody up, we're talking about Shamik Moore, who is the voice of Miles Morales. It was in the last episode that we did. There was a whole thing about like the Spider-Man the Spider-Man tradition of Spider-Man actors dating their co-stars or dating their love interests specifically. So, like, you know, Tobey Maguire dated Kirsten Dunst. Andrew Garfield dated Emma Stone. Obviously, Tom Holland and Zendaya are engaged. And so he's the only one who has not done it. And it's funny.
Can we talk about how Kirsten Dunst is so pretty in the first movie, and then I don't know what happens in 2 and 3. Like, she ages like 9.5 years in that span of time, and I'm like, what happened, girl?
All right, first misogynistic take of 2025.
Yeah, it took 30 minutes.
She's still a beautiful woman, but she ages visibly so much in a way that I feel like I don't think they kind of navigate her makeup the way they do. Or I guess she visibly aged more than Toby and freaking Harry did.
I'm gonna be honest.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with aging.
I have to watch those movies again to. I personally, I hadn't noticed. I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't notice either.
Yeah,
I watched 1 and 2 recently. Quite
I
recently.
mean, I watch those movies all the time. I feel like she's just not really my type of person. So like, I don't really. I've always thought she was like, okay, you know, she's like, all right, this is a reasonably like, this is somebody like who would live next door to. She looked like a real person. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like,
I
she
agree.
didn't look like unbelievably hot to me. She never looked like.
I like that. I like that because Mary Jane in the animated series was a little bit too sexy.
It's ridiculous.
I think the point is that she's supposed to be a baddie, and then Peter's just getting Peter's pulling baddies, and it's like.
It's fucking ridiculous.
This nigga's a dork.
But then they drew him like he's the captain of the football team.
No. We're talking about the Spider-Man. We're not look. Animated Peter Parker.
But that's what I'm saying.
Bigger. Animated Peter Parker is bigger than Spider-Man.
Yes, we've
we've
covered
talked about
that
this.
many years ago.
It's big. It's like, what's going on? And then Spider-Man's bigger than Eddie Brock, and then Eddie Brock is bigger as Venom, but not as Peter Parker. It's like, why do you have that frame?
Yeah,
what is going on here?
The inconsistency is crazy.
It doesn't make a lot of sense.
But just
also,
like
part of it, he's in high school too, which is crazy.
That's the whole
part
thing.
Of that
like
show, he's in high school, and it's like, why are you built like a linebacker, dude?
That's why I always thought, like, even the way that Mary Jane was depicted in that too, I was just like, this is so ridiculous. That this works so much better in the Sam Raimi version. It just works so much better. Sure, they look older, but that's what everybody did back in the day. High schoolers looked clearly. I mean, it got better over the years because it's because teenagers couldn't act, because every teenager that was on TV was in like every real teenager that was on TV was on like. They were on like a fucking Disney Channel show or something where they were like, where their acting was like theatrical and just like, you can't fucking act this way, man. That's a good point.
So I mean, I don't know. I like that the Raimi movies are just full of people who just like look like people. Like nobody
Joe
in that movie, nobody in those movies looks like a movie star. And I think that works for it works for Spider-Man specifically.
Yeah. I also understand. I understand as an adult that Topher Grace, even though not the best choice, but I still understood that the Eddie Brock character makes more sense as someone who, because if you look at Eddie Brock and the way that he's normally drawn, like it's hard to feel bad or sorry for him in any capacity because he just looks like a scumbag.
You're not supposed to. Are you supposed to feel bad for him?
You're kind of supposed to at least understand why he hates fucking Spider-Man or Peter Parker. You know, like he hates Spider-Man. So you at least want to like, poor fucking guy, man. He can't get a break. But when I look at Eddie Brock and every other, I'm just like, ha, fucking idiot. I'm more like this.
I can see that because for me, it's like Eddie did it to himself. For me, when I was like, oh, Eddie, he did this to himself. This is his fault. I think Peter was a little brutal. He asked Peter to not do something. He was like, "Suck my dick, loser," and he went and did it anyway.
Verbatim.
Suck my Peter Parker went up to him and said, "Suck my dick, loser," in canon. And then he fucked him. I think I'm pretty sure.
He fucked him. And he blasted a web shot in his fucking head and gave him a concussion.
I think Topher Grace works as Eddie Brock. I don't think he works as Venom.
He doesn't work as Venom at all.
I think it's because they fucked up the Venom. Really, like Venom should have been bigger. He shouldn't have peeled his face back. He shouldn't have had like Topher Grace's voice.
Yeah,
all sorts of things. But I think Topher Grace does a good job as a nega Peter in that.
Yes.
Context.
Just in that.
He fits.
Everything else is not
a
not
Raimi-fied version of Spider-Man's world. Well,
yeah,
right.
Where it's like this guy is. He's just a sniveling piece of shit to Peter Parker's like trying to be a decent person, you know?
Well, bro, also imagine for a moment, like genuinely, like sincerely, like in a modern context, imagine a guy like Eddie Brock where he's built so stupid and he goes to a newspaper, it's like, "Hi, I'm trying to be a photographer."
You're like, when?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
Go be a firefighter. Yeah, what are you
he
doing?
Was like more or less like he was trying to be like, what was it? He was supposed to be like he was like a TMZ kind of nigga. That's what he was. He wasn't like.
No TMZ people are.
I know what you mean, but he's like one of the like breaking news. I find the story. I figure shit out. Not like a private eye, but like along that side for news. If I don't know what the word is called.
Like a private detective or like a
not exactly, but the kind of person that like breaks like a something like a frontline reporter about things or something like that. I'm not getting the right word. I'm probably like mixing other stuff, but he's like the kind of guy that like breaks really serious stories or he investigates really serious stories and he works for like news outlets. And then it's like he wanted to. He's like a fucking juiced up, clearly roid-headed guy. Clearly roided out. Like in the first comic he's in, he's like throwing up 800 pounds like it's fucking Christmas. And I'm like, bro, what is this?
The way that Eddie looks is he got into he's like Rico. He's like Rico in Starship Troopers that joined for pussy. You know what I mean? Like,
literally.
I feel like Eddie Brock, like that's the only way he gets into photography. In any shape or form, because it's like, bro, look at you. You specialize in pushing heavy weight, and you could probably get a decent career off of that. And then you're like, no, I'm gonna take pictures of fucking dumb shit. You're like, okay, man, you can't even crawl into small spaces and get up. You can't even do things that would make it better for you to take photos and like
he
in
would
secret.
Just bend small places in a bigger place he can get in.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he works.
Yeah,
but
we're just thinking about Topher doing the pleading, begging God, like
to kill Spider-Man.
Dude, we did that on like New Year's. We were talking about that. How like he went to a house of worship, right? And he threw himself in front of the Almighty. You know, he threw himself down on his knees in front of the all-encompassing universe, and he was like, "Yo. Don't get me a different job. Don't save a life. Don't extend my life. Give me riches. Kill that dude. Take that guy's life."
Yeah,
and it's like
he didn't go to some weird satanic bullshit temple, or even like even though they're like actually atheists and stuff, but he just misunderstands. He's like, oh, can you, who do I summon? How do I summon Baphomet? I don't understand. How do I do this?
What makes it funny is that in the context of like Marvel proper, he knows there are gods. Like Thor exists.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They know about aliens, and this guy's so devious. He's so dastardly that he's like.
That's a good point.
Hey, Christ of Nazareth.
Hey, Christ of Nazareth. Can you do me a favor? Can you do me a solid real quick and kill this guy?
Can you kill this probably Jewish boy?
Yeah. Anyway. I don't know. Do we want to just jump into questions a little bit early since like we're starting a little bit late this month, obviously. Might as well, right? Jump into
let's just kill it. Let's kill it for sure. Let's do every single one right now.
Every single question.
How many are there right now?
There's a lot already. Like it's already stupid. But
They're almost 200. Awesome.
Yeah. All right, so here's a good one. RFK Jr. getting cucked by Ronald the Hamburglar. Oh, Jesus. It's really unfortunate.
Oh, I like that. I like that universe.
Hamburger chuckling while he's fucking your wife is crazy. Yeah, like all the fucking sauce coming out of pickle falls out his mouth.
Stop it. Stop right now.
Get away from Cheryl. Get away from her. Oh my God! Shut up, you figure nuggets. Now tell me, what is your grossest or worst experience in the workplace? Oh, I have an answer for this immediately.
Oh God, I had some pretty bad ones.
I was working at Sears. Which, by the way, this is 2025. Sears officially gone.
Thank God.
Which is crazy because I thought they were gone ages ago.
Yeah, I thought they were closing a while and they just fucking hemorrhaged on.
Well, dude, there's a Sears in the mall by us where we live that the top floor says something a new Sears experience coming soon. I guess not.
Oh,
I guess experience was death.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I remember working at this 2012, 2013 ish. I don't remember exactly when, like what time of year it was, but I remember going into the bathroom. It's always the bathroom,
of course,
man. It's always the bathroom, and just this guy just fighting for his life in there, and he just I could see as I walked in, he missed, like just completely missed, and he was moaning like, "Oh no!" And I was like, "This is not my job."
Oh,
so I just immediately I walked away. I just pretended like I didn't see nothing. Waited for somebody else to be like, "Yo, what the hell's? You see what's going on in there?" I'm like, "No." what's going on?
Yeah.
But that's always such an unfortunate situation. I thank God every day that I've not been in that situation where like I just really have to go and I just fuck up everybody's day.
I literally don't. Being able to shit in a place that's not my house gives me like severe anxiety.
Really?
Like I can't. I am. And it's because I think it's because of the fact that one time I was taking a shit, those people started fighting in a bathroom for me, and I think that shit actually traumatized me.
I mean, yeah, that'll do it. That makes sense.
Because I was gonna take a shit, and then like they started fighting. I'm fucking hiding on the toilet, like crouched down, and they come in there and they're like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, I was trying to use the bathroom. Like, you're suspended, and I'm like, no, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's, I just make sure you just clean the fuck out of the toilet. The soap dispenser, and then also still put the thing down. I just but I also don't have like IBS and stuff that might like absolutely destroy people. So I don't have that experience because I'm like, I've never been in a situation to where I'm like, if I don't go right this second, like how people miss and they just shoot on the fucking wall. Like, I don't understand that concept because I've never been anywhere near that. It's my asshole holds true all the time. And
shout out to not being like incontinent.
Yeah, like that sucks. I feel for y'all that have to deal with all that bullshit. But I might have told this before. I worked at Albertsons in 2005, 2006, and we had a shit bandit for a while, where he would come in there, shit on like the toilet seat covers, and then he would smear it all over the walls and shit. He would just deck. It would happen a random Sunday, like it would be Sundays, and
that's so crazy. Like every Sunday you're on edge.
I think I caught the guy. So picture he's across. So there's a WCW wrestler named Raven. The way that he dresses, he dressed like Raven, but he had the face of Davey Havoc, the lead singer of AFI. And because there was a guy that kind of rushed out of the bathroom one night, and I saw that guy. And then when I looked in the bathroom, it was just shit on the thing, like as if he was about to do it, but he like felt the presence of he's gonna get exposed, and he darted out of there. And I would have caught him because I was on my way. And I was like, what I never saw him again. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Why did you do that? And the thing is, when he looked at me too, he looked pretty like normal. Oh, excuse me. Like kind of And I'm just like, you piece of shit. He's what a psychopath. Like, yeah, I wish.
People aren't good people, man.
I would love to run into him and be like, I guess it didn't really matter because that was not my job to clean that shit up, right? I was not a janitor. Poor Paco that had to fucking do his thing.
Yeah, dude. When I was at Starbucks, it's really sad because there was a guy that he had I think he was what's it called, paraplegic, and he came in and you could tell when he left the bathroom he just kind of looked like nervous, like kind of looking around a lot. And I went in there and there was this shit like everywhere, like on the ceiling. I was like, how did he?
Ceiling?
How the fuck did you do this, sir? Like, what the fuck is going on here?
That is crazy. I can't. I really can't conceptualize that.
And the manager tried to tell me, like, us to clean it, and he's like, "You guys want us to clean it?" I was like, "I'm not cleaning."
Nope.
That. I didn't even entertain it. Like, it was like, so you have to clean that, Kingston. I was like, I'm not doing that, man.
I would, dude.
Nope.
It's so the degree, the swiftness by which I would have quit on the spot is crazy.
Like it didn't even penetrate me. It was like, you got to clean it. I was like, no, I don't. And that's like, call hazmat. Like, we have a group of people for that.
Yes.
Like, I don't care. It might get you in trouble. It might take something out of your paycheck, but also like, suck a
Fuck
dick.
you.
I'm not cleaning that. Like, I just like dude, I'm very much so. When I was working, especially, I was like very much like, if someone told me to do something, I would clean the gut. Like, I would clean the gutters with the milk work was. I would do the dishes. I would do what's the job, right? That you obviously have to clean the floor for the most part to make it look presentable. I'll do that. But as soon as you tell me to deal with waste, I'm like, dude, I'm not getting paid enough to do that.
No, yeah, you're not. That is not in your job description. It's not.
I'll make coffee.
Yeah.
I'll make your coffee. I'll carry the milks. I'll bring things places. I'll serve the customer. I'm not cleaning up shit. You can kill yourself,
dude. The amount of times that like you were hired for a specific thing. Like whenever you're working in retail or food service, it's crazy how much like you're hired for a specific thing and then they'll just stretch that as much as they possibly. It's just like, hey, go do this fucking other thing that you're not supposed to do that is an entirely separate job, but we don't feel like paying for.
Right.
And it's just like, motherfucker, like, no. What do you mean I have to like? What do you mean I have to drive the fucking truck from one location to another? Like, I'm not doing that. Are you insane? I don't know. I can't drive a fucking semi. What are you talking about?
That's
funny. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That shit's really infuriating. But especially when it involves like literal, just toxic environments like that, where like you could get sick.
Yeah.
Just handling call the hazmat team.
I feel bad for people that were coerced into doing it, like there was one of our workers who was like the best worker there in Albertsons. I think he either did it once or he was about to, because he was so like I get, he was such a pushover and such a honor roll student kind of guy, and I was like, fuck that, David. I'm like, are you like, what the dude? We bag groceries, put go backs, and collect carts. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, what are you fucking doing, dude?
I did some of that stuff for sure because there was a line though for sure. Like I definitely did. Like I remember they did try to get me to clean up the bathroom. I was like, I'm not fucking doing that. You can, like no. I'm leaving. In fact, I'll go home.
I would easily like if they're like it's either that or quit. I would just laugh and piss all over the floor as I'm leaving. Like, I don't give a fuck.
I would add to the hazmat. I would in fact shit more.
I'd laugh and I'd piss in this toilet, so I'd make a piss shit smoothie and I'd leave it there.
I wish I was a monster like that where I could just shit like for spite. I can't do spite shits, man. I could probably piss. I can spite piss though. I'm sure I could do that.
I can't shit when I'm upset. So I can't spite shit.
Yeah, it's interesting that people that do that.
Myself shit when I'm upset.
Remember Amber Heard? Remember Amber Heard did that shit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was wild. That like you hated that dude so much. You're like, all right, dude, that's hate, man. That is a hate. That is a hate that I've never experienced, and I'm low key jealous because that is an emotion. That is something that I feel like it is the human experience that I feel like a lot of people will never experience. That's that level of anger. You're like, you know what?
If you shit in my bed, I'm choking you.
Right. I'm pretty sure that's why Johnny Depp beat her up too. I'm sure.
That is like, I don't know.
You shit in my fucking bed,
so like,
and he's like all drunk and shit, slapping her up.
Jack Sparrow. He slaps her and she can't know where to stop blocking because she's fucking all drunk and loopy. He's like, where the fuck is it coming from? I don't know where he's hitting me. Please, that can't be possible.
All right, should we move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Boomer Locust, but with a whip yelling the N-word wrote in. That is fucking insane. So a locust, like from Gears.
Yeah, it has to be.
That is specifically 70 years old with a whip.
Whip. I guess that's what we have to say. Or what do you say? Crack.
Boom.
Crack. Yeah, he would be a cracker.
He would have to be a cracker.
Yeah, because he says what the sound the thing makes.
Yeah. Right, because he cracks the whip.
Yeah.
Right? So he's like,
so he's a cracker. We got crackers.
We got crackers on the horizon.
They're just really fucking white too.
Yeah, well, they're all pale.
They are very
right?
pale, but this one's just a little bit paler.
He's glowing.
We got crackers. We got crackers over here. Woo! Let me at them. Woo!
Oh, I can't do that shit. My throat is fucked. Anyway, he says, "What's up, Sweeney, Derek, and the man who killed Jimmy Hoffa?" Hey, listen. Relax. He says, before I start, I wanted to thank you for the hip-hop and PS2 recommendations. Backstreet Freestyle has become my favorite Kendrick song, and MGS2 is fucking sick. Yes, it is.
Let's go.
I'm such an MGS2 truther. It's crazy.
Truther.
I love that game. My question is this: I recently moved across the country, leaving my family behind. In fact, I don't speak to them. I don't speak to them at all.
Fire
or anymore.
Fire.
What advice? Fire. Sick. Fire. What advice do you have for establishing a life in another state? It's a little bit difficult for me to give advice on this because I actually I brought some of it with me.
Yeah.
You know, like I didn't necessarily start from scratch.
I've lived in a couple different states. I don't know how dating apps are anymore, but I actually, dude, I network through. There's probably better things now. I don't know, but I network through the what was it called? OkCupid. Tinder wasn't a thing yet, but I would. Because there would just be, it would, two birds, one stone. You might hang out with a cool ass chick and something might, but then also you meet her people if they're like-minded. It actually really helped me establish relationships in particularly when I was in Arizona. That was actually really dope. So there's probably something that's better.
You know what a friend of mine was explaining to me, because I'd recently caught up with a friend of mine that I haven't talked to in ages. He moved to Montana a long time ago.
Jesus.
And it's Missoula specifically, which is apparently very nice. But he was telling me he left and started completely from scratch because ain't nobody from New York going to Montana, and it's completely that's a completely fresh start if there ever was one. And so he said he would look for, specifically he would go on Facebook Marketplace and these places that were offering it. And so I'm into music and video games and movies. So let me look for, let me see what can I get from actual people that are around me and in my area. It's okay, nostalgic, an old ass video game arcade cabinet. Or it's okay, let me go. Go pick this thing up, strike up a conversation. Chances are there's some pretty overlapped interests there that would lead them into different social circles. And the same thing with old movies and stuff like that. It's you got movie memorabilia from this thing. Chances are you're into the stuff that I'm into. And then they would strike up relationships through that kind of thing. Oh, you have a sick guitar that I want. And you're within 2 miles of me. Let me go. I'll pick up the guitar, chat about music. Start that way. That's apparently a pretty decent way to get to know people in an area, especially if you're new.
Yeah.
I just finding these things that are very specific and hyper specific to you that might also be around you. That works, I think.
I think so.
I've never done that myself, but I could see that working
for me, it's
fairly well.
Work is a cheat code for it, man.
Well, work is the
cheat code.
Work is the yeah. If you can't make work friends, then you suck. You know what I mean?
If you're suffering with them, like
if you can't,
quite literally, you have the most genuine form of camaraderie. Like you guys are all slaves to the corporate machine together.
Yeah.
You should be able to find camaraderie with your friends.
Well, yeah. If you can't, it's one thing if you want to or not. Like, because I definitely like I was working at Sears and I had no interest in
it's definitely if you can't, not that you didn't want to. Because I have worked jobs where I absolutely kept no contact with any. It was just work. We were cordial, and then once I was gone, I literally talked to absolutely none of them.
Yeah, it's like me with y'all niggas. I don't talk to y'all. Fuck out of here.
Exactly
As soon as this shit's over, dog. Fuck y'all. Fuck you guys. Don't talk to me.
Kingston, so we went out to Barney's Beatery kind of recently, like a little bit before I got sick. I'm not blaming you or anything, but like
it wasn't me. It wasn't. Don't blame me.
A little suspicious.
Why am I not sick? Why do I never get sick?
Maybe because like all the sick was on. It was on you, but you didn't inhale it somehow. I don't know. Whatever.
I just wasn't breathing.
That makes sense.
You sat right next to me. I don't know. You sat right next to me.
That makes sense.
And so. But dude, do you remember? Like, so we went to Barney's Beatery, and I ordered like a fried chicken club and then a mozzarella sticks, and I got an empty mozzarella stick.
He got a naked mozzarella, not naked, I guess. Only the clothes of it.
Yeah. Dude, I bit into it, and there was no cheese inside. It was just the fucking.
It was sickness. It
was
only
just
flu
shell.
in it. That's why they put flu.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just a flu mozzarella stick, and that's what did me in.
This shit with more flu right fucking now.
But it got me confused because I was like, I guess I just don't understand how mozzarella sticks.
How they make them, yeah. Because that is a confusing thing. Like, why is it solid but there's nothing in it?
Dude, it blew my mind.
How can it be solid and liquid?
I showed it to Kingston, and he was.
How can it be solid and liquid?
Oh, I saw your mouth moving and I didn't hear you, and I thought you might have been muted. Don't fuck with me. Don't do this. This is an audio nightmare.
Okay,
dude, it already feels weird getting used to doing something like this without live switching. I'm so used to like live switching the camera.
Still live switching your fucking. You're pressing the buttons on your computer.
Yeah, like I need like a fidget toy like whenever we're doing this live. Or whenever we're doing this remotely. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like you could try that Facebook Marketplace thing. That seems to have worked really well for him. Like he made a lot of friends just like looking for certain things that were like hyper specific to his interests that might have also been shared by other people. I've never tried that myself. It seems to work though.
Yeah.
But that's the best advice I can give. Like I don't know. Work is obviously a cheat code there too.
How do you make friends as a grown adult? Like imagine us having to make friends again.
I mean, I can.
I really have no concept.
To me, it's always. Here's one thing. Like a lot of times, I don't want to talk to people, but people can't help but fucking talk. Even when you So I had my fucking earbuds clearly on. I'm in Walmart, and this fucking guy, I'm by the pork, right? And he's like, looks over to me. The trick is to he says this as if this is like as if this
like a Skyrim NPC interaction.
Like he's blessing you with information.
Literally NPC. This guy says something like as if everyone knows about the dates, right? You try to when you get an item, you want it to be the latest date, and he's like, the trick is to find the one with the latest date. And I was like,
the trick,
and I was like, yeah, man. And I was like, are you? But yeah, I'm just being nice. And then this guy seemed so grateful. Because he was like, there's a 10, there's a 9. And then I was just like, yeah, there's some 12s in this row right here. He's like, oh, yeah? Oh, my God, thank you so much. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, this guy.
He just needed someone to talk to. You were that guy.
Exactly. And
you're that guy.
This happens so often of people wherever the fuck, like, I get into these conversations. I always have to take my headphones off because I'm like, bro, how do you not?
The trick.
How do you? The trick.
I can't get over. It's like the trick is to only cross when the light is green. It's like, yeah, I never thought of it that way.
That shit happens to me all the time. Chris has noticed it. People just fucking talk to me. People just are drawn to me for some reason. And I'm like, why?
I actually don't know if I've noticed it.
We've went out before. And people have just talking to me, and I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Have they? Where?
Yeah, but this one time we went to freaking we were going down to Chipotle. I remember, and we were just walking, and some lady was like, "Hey," and I was like, "What, bitch? What do you want?" I can rob you right now.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah,
I can steal from you. I am huge and much bigger. I can hurt you.
You need to summon that fucking police sketch, and then people stop talking to you.
Stop.
People don't. Yo, that's crazy. You just turn it. You do like a large Marge like claymation. Like you just turn into that character.
Bro, you know, I just thought about it too. When that fucking guy talked to me, not only I had a beanie on, my hood on, my sunglasses, a fucking mask on, and earbuds. Like I didn't have my hoodie on, sorry, but like I was completely like I look like I'm about to kill people or something because no one's really wearing masks anymore. So like I'm in the fucking grocery store with probably one of the fucking out of 100 people or 200 people, I'm one of them wearing a mask.
Did you mask up when you go shopping every time?
Hell yeah! Well, in this season, 100%. Like normally, I like say during the summer, I don't give a fuck, whatever. But like now that everybody's getting fucking sick and coughing everywhere, like the last time I went accidentally, I went to the store. I was in Smart and Final, and this fucking little Asian kid just was. I need to be in this aisle, and this motherfucker was walking up and down, coughing like crazy, and I just held my breath, like, well, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Up and down.
He was just running around like a fucking kid, and I was like, oh my god, Dad, please say this. Dad, you can tell he's just done. He was one of those. He's done today. Whatever happened to that day, he was done. And he couldn't give a fuck about his kid doing anything.
He woke up and his wife was arguing him as soon as he woke up. On the wake up, she's already yelling at him, and it's like, come on, dude.
Dude, I was out with.
I just woke up.
I was out with Jalen and some friends of mine, and we were walking. We were just like, I don't remember exactly when. It was around Christmas time. We were walking around, going to like, we were circling different bars. We went to a cigar lounge and like smoked a little bit, but we ran into these people where. We were just walking. We were walking down the street. And we were talking about like money. I can't remember what the hell we were talking about. But then these two people were like, "Oh yeah, there's a gambling ring down the road, man." And we were like, "Oh yeah, okay." Like I don't know why you I don't know why you were listening to us while we were walking, and then just decided to jump into the conversation.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah, man, you go down there," and then they kept giving wrong directions. They were like, "It's make a left at the bridge," and it's like, "No, it's a right at the bridge." It's like, "Oh yeah, you're right. It is a right at the bridge." And we were just like, "Oh my god!" And we're walking. It's a long stretch of like sidewalk, and we're just like, "Oh my god, we gotta walk this entire thing." And hopefully, like when we cross, they leave, and they just didn't. They kept going with us. But I'll never forget it because they were like, "Yo, my name's Chino. This is danger."
Nope.
Yeah,
nope.
and it's like, so like, my name's Chino. This is danger. Just come on down later on if you want to gamble, and remember to tell them that Chino and Danger sent you.
Definitely,
but say girl Danger, because the girl's name was Danger. But like you have to say girl, you have to clarify it's girl Danger. Which I was just like, yeah, sure, man, no problem.
I usually don't meet women that stupid that are like, I'm gonna take a dumb nickname. I usually don't. Usually it's some stupid guy. Oh, my name's Spider, yeah. And I'm like, oh, okay.
My name's sure. Wrath.
Dude, it was the funniest interaction. It was the funniest interaction because Jalen was entertaining it. Like Jalen's the kind of guy to like he accepts the side quests like all the time. So he's always like, hey, maybe we should check this place out. It's like, it's okay, man. But so he's talking about, and that like I'm just paying attention in case like something goes crazy. So I'm just like I'm really like locked in. And then behind us, as this conversation is ensuing, as Jalen's like talking to these two people, like I just hear like really intense shuffling, like somebody like dragging a leg, and it's just this guy limping slowly behind us, but he's very loud about it. And I'm just like, yo, what is going on? Like, what? Like, I feel like I'm on high alert right now. And it was just this strangest fucking experience. And then that guy eventually like petered off and turned away.
You were having a mega anxiety attack, pretty much.
I wasn't anxious.
Stay away from Danger.
Girl Danger specifically.
Girl, yes, the girl Danger specifically. Stay away from her.
Dude, I'll never forget it, man. It was just such a weird interaction. Like Chino and Danger are such memorable
stupid
names.
Fucking like comedy. It was like the new Cheech and Chong or something.
Exactly. It was like Chino and Danger. Like it felt like an act. It was like
I'm Chino. This is Danger, and this is Jack.
Chino and Danger go to casino,
White Castle.
Go to what's a new burger joint now? What's the
The Habit.
Go to The Habit. Shake Shack. There we go. Chino and Danger. Chino and Girl Danger go to Shake Shack. Film it now. Who's gonna option that?
Cinema.
If there's any producers watching this Snark take, listening to us,
hit us up. Yeah. We got stories. We almost went to it.
To what?
Oh, yeah. And they were telling us like there's a red gate. Don't go to the red gate. Go to the black gate, and they'll let you in. And I was like, there's a gate. I'm not going there.
Dude, there's some weird shit happening there. I would have been if I was 20 years old, I would have went, or 21. I guess you probably have to be 21. But if I was just like early 20s, I would have did it 100%.
Oh, dude, if I was 23, 24, I would have gone. Yeah. But like I'm 31. Like, nah, I'm not trying to.
No.
I'm trying to end up in a fucking situation where it's like 2 a.m. and I'm gambling
Somehow the
with
Yakuza,
a bunch of people I don't know.
You're like mixed up with like a dragon shit going on. You're like
the California Yakuza.
Like, how did I get here?
The California chapter of the Yakuza is not something to be trifled with.
You never know, man. I think the Yakuza have something to do with the Little Tokyo, because why is there a dress code in their fucking that arcade in that mall, the little mall? Like, to me, that's like that's weird, only something that like I feel like mob shit would do. Nah, pull your fucking pants up here. You know, I don't know how to I don't know how to do that shit.
Hey, suck my dick twice on Tuesday, fucking asshole. I piss.
What are your?
Hey, he's a little funny, you know.
Okay, so here's a good question. I feel like I've seen this question around. I don't know if I'm sure we've talked about this before, or like our feelings on this, but like Big Ugly Jordan wrote it. He says, "Hello, Arbiter, Spawn, and President Keith David."
Ooh.
Wait, who's who? I don't know. I don't.
I'll be Spawn.
Whatever. Yeah. I guess I'm Arbiter. I guess, but like this is redundant. What are your anti resolutions for the year? In other words, what do you pledge not to change at all, or even double down on? Now, broadly speaking, the concept of New Year's resolutions, like, I don't really like. I just don't. It's too easy to me. It's just like, if you want to do something, just do it. I don't know why he's like. I feel like a lot of people are like, I'll wait for the new year to do something good. And it's just like, just fucking. I'll wait for January to start working out. You know, I've seen that a lot, and it's just like, just start working out. Just do it. If you want to do it, do it. But an anti-resolution, I think, is an interesting idea. So, like, just what do you want to double down on?
I'm just gonna stop being respectful. All, like, period. I'm gonna embrace my worst instincts.
Well, see, that's kind of like resolution shit, where you're saying you're gonna stop
being.
What are you gonna continue doing?
I'm gonna be more of an asshole. I'm gonna be more feral. I'm gonna beat my wife more. I'm gonna fucking. I'm gonna be the worst version of myself.
I like it.
I'm really proud of myself.
I like it.
There's so many people like, I want to be better. It's like, no, why not be worse?
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, it's a good question. What am I definitely gonna do? I don't know. Probably be lazy. That's one thing. I think there's always gonna be an aspect of my laziness that I'm not gonna thwart. I'm gonna try to not be lazy in certain areas, but I can't. Just being an online creator, like, really fucked my hustle up, man. Like, I used to hustle way more when I felt like I really. Like, when you feel like you need to do shit, like, I admire the people that they don't really need to fucking go hard in the paint anymore, but they still do. Like, in ways that they're like, I'm juggling fucking 3 YouTube channels, I have fucking 6 podcasts, and I do this, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. And I'm having trouble doing, like, just one of each.
Yeah, you have to, like, if you're lazy, or if you have, like, a lazy personality, like, you got to, like, find an area to pile it all in, because you can't get rid of it.
Yeah,
you got to, like, figure out. It's like, okay, like, where's my laziness going to be? Probably cooking. For me, it's cooking.
I like that.
Like, I'm you know, I'll make myself eggs and I won't even season them.
That's
because I'm just like, whatever. Like,
that's too much laziness.
Who cares?
That's insane. That is an insane amount of laziness. I feel like the cooking is so much more work than just picking up some salt and pepper and throwing it on there.
No, it's just like, you break an egg, you mix it, you throw it in a pan, you heat it up, you eat it.
Oh my god!
Like, what am I gonna open up? I'm gonna go into my cabinets now, and I'm gonna, like.
That isn't
because eggs by themselves, like they're not like whatever, like they're completely inoffensive. You know?
Yeah. To me, it's like, do you put anything in your oatmeal?
No, you're not supposed to.
Well, I use specifically like I have brown sugar oatmeal, so like maybe
well there you go. So
that
there's some sugar
in and of its. Okay. But I don't put anything into it. Like I make.
Well, as long as.
But that's specifically better oatmeal.
If you sweeten it up, I think that's all you really need. Just a little bit of sweetness.
But dude, even a salad, like I'll eat salads dry, man.
You're a fucking.
Like I just don't.
You're like a rabbit. You're just a fucking. You're just a fucking.
I eat things as they are. Generally speaking, like I can't like if it's just me, if I'm just cooking for me, like I can't find it in myself to like put effort into it because I just like the point of this really is to just sustain me and to like keep me alive. So it's just like whatever.
You're doing it's such a weird balance because a truly lazy person wouldn't even cook. That's what's so crazy to me.
Right.
Like, to me, it's like if you're already cooking, might as well just throw a little seasoning on it, make it taste really fucking awesome.
It's barely cooking though. It's just taking something and making it hot until it's ready to eat.
But that's even like it's you know what I had for breakfast?
I'm not like
I had Eggo waffles.
I'm not like
because I didn't want to do shit, so I just threw it in the toaster and then went dunk. You press the thing. To me, like waiting for my burner to heat up and shit because I don't have fire right burners. I have the stupid hot
the electric ones?
Bullshit. So I gotta wait for it. I'm like, fuck all that. The toaster, it's ready in a minute, and then paper plates so I don't have to wash the dishes. Excellent shit. That's great.
Nah, dude, if I'm cooking, I'm cooking something nice.
Yeah, I'm actually
every week.
I'm cooking now. I make beans from scratch. I bought a crock pot.
You made beans out of nothing. You had like fucking
I conjured beans. I conjured them.
That's a Skyrim spell. Conjure beans.
That would be
conjure beans and werewolves.
It can only be both.
Sometimes it's both. You gotta moderate your power. Sometimes you get beans and werewolves.
Yo, I'm playing Skyrim right now.
You fucking. Of course you are.
But dude, like, so I've never actually played any of the DLC for Skyrim.
Oh really?
Like I've never done Dawnguard.
What? You
never went to Solstheim?
I just got to Solstheim for the first time now.
That place is crazy.
Bro, you never fucking spermed on that fucking vampiress, man? Damn.
No.
A fucking what's her name? Liara? No.
No. I forget her name. It's been too many years. But that baddie.
Selena.
That's something like that. Yeah, that sounds right.
Something like that.
Right.
I only ever played. I mean, I might have dabbled in it like when it was like new, but like I didn't really. So like this is the first time that I'm playing through it. Like actually, like I just got to Solstheim. I'm level 12 in Solstheim. I need to leave.
What are you doing there?
What are you doing there? Because my goal was okay. Listen, I know I always get the urge to replay Skyrim, but what happens is I always go through like the parts that I remember, and then I just kind of get bored of it because it's just like I know where this is going. I know I gotta go talk to this, and you know what I get bored. So like my goal was okay. So this time I'm gonna do the bare minimum stuff. I'm going to go to Whiterun. I'm going to go get the shout from the fucking Greybeards on High Hrothgar. But then after that, I'm just going to do shit. I'm only going to do the things that I don't remember or haven't done.
Have you done the Dark Brotherhood?
I did the Dark Brotherhood. Yeah, that was like that was my first playthrough. Was the Dark Brotherhood? It was sick.
Did the high school, the magic school?
The magic school. I did, but I didn't do any of the. I didn't do the Thieves Guild. I didn't do
werewolves.
The Nightingales. I'm guessing.
I didn't do Nightingales. I didn't do the Companions. I didn't do any of the DLC.
Damn, you didn't do anything.
No,
I for real think I did everything in Skyrim. Like I have nothing left to do.
Yeah, I've probably at this point I've done everything. I can't think of a. If I beat the main quest again. I know I would have to side with the Imperial because the last time I did Stormcloaks Imperial. Stormcloaks and now I have to do Imperial. So I've done it 3. Basically, this would be the 4th time. Like I've done other things way more than obviously doing that, but so I just remember that for some reason. I remember that specifically, but I keep getting the urge and I keep shutting it down because it's just I have so much other shit.
My favorite thing to do is I would go inside of the place that has the ram head. I think it's what's the name? It's the ram's head. It's the icon of where it's at.
It's either
Solitude.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember.
And I would just summon Unbound Daedra and leave. I would just summon Unbound Daedra and dip the fuck out and make it everybody else's problem. And I'm like, all right,
bro, it's kind of cool because I'm running into shit that I don't remember. I'm like, I ran into like a gaggle of fucking zombies, and I'm like, there's zombies in this? Were there always zombies in this? I don't remember zombies in my initial playthrough of Skyrim at all.
Did you run into the cows that are pretty much brains in Solstheim?
What the fuck are you talking about? No,
cows that are brains, pretty much.
Well, I left Solstheim already. Like, I got to Solstheim, and I was like, I'm clearly underleveled for this. I ran into a fucking Spriggan that raped me. And so I was like, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go. If I can't handle a fucking Spriggan.
Yeah, so many good moments.
Oh yeah. It's good. I still like it. I'm going to mod it to shit though. I'm going to throw on some
of course.
I want to ruin the vibe of it.
Big booties.
In some way. I want to make it like a desert.
Make sure you're fucking like a lot of Morrowind. Make it look like just fucking dirty and gross.
Yeah.
Make sure the spiders are Spider-Man. That's like standard for me.
Oh, that's a classic one. Yeah.
That's the I always
Spider-Man
have to
spiders.
make sure that it's so stupid. They're all like whoever voiced it too. I don't know. It's so funny.
I see it.
Spider-Man. It's so funny.
It looks so stupid,
it's so
dude.
Oh my god!
I love that it's specifically the PS2 like Xbox model from Spider-Man 2 that they're using.
Right.
Where he just sits up and I fucking love it. I love it.
It's so damn
Spider-Man.
funny.
I love when they sit up, like you kill him and they fall over and it's just a Spider-Man with his tummy exposed. And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? When you fight the
my favorite
ones,
one, the one that I remember most was like the dragons, the Randy Savage, the Macho Man.
Yeah. That's so good.
Great shit.
Sky's the limit.
Legendary.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit.
WWE's on fucking whatchamacallit now.
What?
It's on Netflix now. Finally.
What is?
The WWE.
Oh yeah, I watched it. I was cooking dinner. Surprised, like I'm actually cooking now. And
did you see everybody booing Hulk Hogan at the thing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, that was so nice. That was so.
They didn't boo Undertaker, which makes me a little upset, but also I understand.
Yeah,
but...
I think people kind of they didn't see that. A lot of people didn't see that. It was a very like bullshit TikTok-esque like endorsement them and Kane. It wasn't like the way Hulk Hogan was running around everywhere fucking saying like dumb racist shit too. So he's cooked. So
I wish like while he was there, they were like cheering. Somebody would have shot him in the back of the head. Like somebody would have John Wick spoofed him.
Ouch, brother!
Everybody would have went on. Brother, my brains are on the floor, and he falls and he dies.
Oh yeah, fucking Alex Jones on Ozempic also.
Oh yeah, he's
really
looking
weird.
a little skinny.
But he is.
Yeah, he's like super frail now, and it's very weird.
Oh, David Dobrik came back. That's the thing.
Oh my god, did you see that bullshit? Did you see that?
It looks like an AI. It looked fake to me.
Fucking hate. It's so mocked up. Professional lighting, angle. Like, it is such a stupid. It's like you're selling a drug to somebody, right? Where you take the most bullshit fucking iPhone picture with shitty lighting of him before, and then it's professionally done like 8K after. It's so retarded. He's so jacked.
Is David Dobrik the guy who like swung that guy into a crane and bashed his head open?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing I know.
Everyone was like, "Yo, don't do that." Everybody was like, "Yo, don't do that. It's not safe." And he's like, "Nah, it's for the videos." And he went and did it, and the guy fucking
was that the only thing that he did, or did he do some other bullshit too?
That's the only thing that I can.
He was the thing with the girl got sexually assaulted, and he kind of like egged it on.
Oh, something. Yeah, there was a guy. Wasn't his name something? It was like a dirty Dom. You said.
Yeah.
Okay. There was that. That's okay. There's the two things.
There's a controversy around a guy named Dirty Dom. That's so shocking.
Yeah, there was a guy named Dirty Dom that I guess sexually assaulted a girl. That's
you'll never believe what happened to pedophile Peter.
yeah.
Guess what? He flew a plane.
He flew a plane to a building.
That's fucking crazy.
He crashed in a building. He fucking steered it out the building and went right back in.
That is that guy, man. He's like, damn, what? That's so impressive. It's just unfortunate that his name is Pedophile Pete or whatever.
All I'm saying is that steel beams can't melt that steel, man.
Yeah, it's facts.
Anyway,
facts.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Y'all not ready
Should we move on? Should we get another question?
I love that era, man. I miss fucking the early 2010s when everybody was like, I know what happened.
You're not aware.
Man.
I'm aware. I'm an werewolf.
Oh, you're all.
I love that phrase.
You're all
werewolves.
You're all sheeple. I'm a. Like they weren't saying woke. They were just saying awake. I don't know what the fuck they were saying back in the day.
I don't know what they would. Yeah.
Werewolves. I've heard that phrase when I was like 13. I never let go of it.
What?
What is it?
A werewolves.
What are you talking about?
Like,
no, that's not
real. It's the fucking dumbest phrase I've heard in my life.
No one used that.
That's not. You're so
swear
stupid.
To God,
that's not
I heard
real.
that phrase, and I was like, "This is fucking so stupid."
I don't even want to type it in.
Said it on something, and I was like, "This is mad fucking stupid."
I'm not even gonna type it in. I
love it. I love it.
I don't want it.
Like aware. That's so
aware.
Dumb.
I reject that. I'm rejecting it right now. I don't.
You can reject it all you want. It's here. You know.
No. That was like
you can rebuke it as much as you want. It's present. It's very present.
I could believe like it's almost more like
you're hurting.
A woke is more believable to me.
Nah,
like where it's just like somebody who's like only woke sometimes.
A werewolf stand
up. Werewolf makes me so angry.
Werewolves is so dumb. I hate it. Anyway, Hayden Spring wrote in because I need to cleanse my palate from that horrible. I cannot continue. Hello, questionable takes and Chris. Any movies you look back fondly on, even though they probably aren't actually very good? My example is that I love Talladega Nights, and it probably sucks objectively. I don't remember Talladega Nights.
That movie's so funny.
Yeah,
you know what I remember most about Talladega Nights is that it came bundled in with a lot of PS3s.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
And PSPs. I feel like there's a PSP version of bundled.
Maybe, probably. I wouldn't. Be
that was one of
surprised
those Will Ferrell movies that I just didn't take to. That was one of the few.
Me neither, yeah.
Actually, I like Will Ferrell. Nice. I like Anchorman's one of my favorite comedies. Step Brothers is really good. Talladega Nights didn't do it for me. I know Sacha Baron Cohen's in it.
He's a Frenchman.
I think John C. Reilly's in it too.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
But like, it just never took to it. It just didn't.
Talladega Nights didn't do it for me either. I don't know.
I love that movie. But I like most of his movies, I'm being honest. They're just fucking funny, like silly little jaunts.
So like movies that you like that like are like trash? Was that the question or what?
That probably are like, I guess the question is, hold on, let me.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of forgot.
Are there any movies you look back fondly on, even though they probably aren't actually very good?
Well, yes. Mortal Kombat. 1995 Mortal Kombat. Like, I know that movie's fucking terrible, but there are redeeming qualities that actually the choreography holds up for 95, but that's it. Everything else is stupid, shitty, but like I love it. Crazy. I love it.
Your soul is mine.
Hell yeah. It has begun. I fucking love that movie, dude. Like I know that movie. I know every line in that movie, and I've used it many a times throughout my YouTube career. Just sprinkling shit within things. Hell, that stupid fucking Luigi Mangione song. It starts off with "It has begun." Like I can't help it. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
What movie I had like think is garbage?
I'm trying to think of like a good example, and I don't know if I know any. Like if Mike, and I guess the one that I can think of immediately is probably Cats and Dogs.
What's that one?
Cats and Dogs probably sucks, right? But I remember laughing my ass off at that movie, and I don't know if I would ever watch it again, because I last time I watched that movie, I was like a child. That was a movie where Tobey Maguire voiced like a beagle, and like Jeff Goldblum's in it, and it's like a Disney movie, kind of. It's a live action like talking animal kind of movie.
I like his DreamWorks.
Alec Baldwin's in it. It's very, very weird. But I remember as a kid laughing like a lot at it. Like a lot of like, I remember the voices. I thought they were really funny. But I can imagine that movie, like watching that again and being like, what the fuck was I on that I thought that this was amazing or that I thought this was fun at all.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm just looking at
I like what's the
thumbnails
movie?
of it.
I feel like most of the
insane.
movies I like are good movies, if I'm being honest. The ones I really liked back in the day. Because I feel like I wasn't choosing. Oh my God, Mystery Team.
Which one is that? Is that the Donald Glover one or the Ben Stiller one?
I fucking love that movie, Mystery Team. Mystery Men, too. That movie's also fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Mystery Men. Mystery Men and Mystery Team are good.
I actually didn't like Mystery Men.
It was stupid. That's what I liked about it. It was a dumbass movie.
I'm sure it was. I would like to watch it now and see how. Maybe I'd really like it now, but that didn't do anything for me. There's probably so many examples, but nothing is truly coming to my head to where, like, say, I like the example that you gave, Chris, of like, oh, I really liked it back in the day, but I would never watch it again because I'm sure it sucks ass to me now. And that's like something where I was trying to think of an example like that because Mortal Kombat doesn't fit in that at all. To where like I'll watch that movie every day. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
What's a movie that I think was? I don't know, man.
I remember liking.
That have aged more.
I remember liking The Page Master, but I haven't seen The Page Master in a long fucking time.
That's an interesting.
That was like that weird Macaulay Culkin, Christopher Lloyd movie where like they're live action and then they become animated halfway through, and it's about like reading or something. Like I remember thinking that movie was really cool, but I don't know if that's aged well or not. Like I have no fucking idea. Oh, well, I guess it's more recent, but like, and I guess it's more in the vein of the movie that you were talking about, Derek, where like it's a movie that people don't like, but I like anyway. Yeah. Where it's like, I think Temple of Doom is fucking fantastic. I really think that's my favorite Indiana Jones movie by a long
far.
shot.
I don't understand the people that don't. Is it a generational thing? Because I just
maybe
because like
I don't know.
I've seen that one way more than the other ones, even Raiders, because I enjoy it way more than Raiders. Even though like people not Nazi, I'm like I don't care. It's not. To me, it's the adventure. I don't know.
Right. It feels like a serialized kind of adventure more than, I don't know. Like I like Raiders. Raiders I think is a perfectly competent movie. Right. I think Last Crusade is probably like a better film, but like, dude, it's the Temple of Doom is insane in the best way. Yeah. Like all of it's so good. I love that the lead actress sucks. Like I love it. Everything about it is my favorite thing. I love Short Round.
I do. I have no problems. Even as an adult, I have no problems at all.
I have no connection to Indiana Jones as a series at all.
Like, yeah, that's because you don't like Harrison Ford, though.
No, it's not true at all.
I mean, it absolutely is, because if you watch those movies, you would like them.
I don't hate
because they are just fun.
I don't hate Harrison Ford at all.
I thought that you literally said that to me.
I don't like Han Solo. Harrison Ford's done nothing wrong. He's a guy. He's done nothing wrong. I just don't like Han Solo. But it's not even I don't like Han Solo. I just think he's lame compared to the space wizards. But like he needs to be there to be like, oh, there's other people going shit on. But like,
but that's specifically like an our generation, like a thing to think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because at the time of the original Star Wars, he was objectively one of the cooler people. Because motherfucker, like Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader, like,
oh no, I get it. Like I really think I really would love a remake of the original Star Wars trilogy now. But the problem is that you can't trust Disney to remake it. I can't trust them. They're going to make fucking Obi-Wan black for some reason. And I'm going to be like, why? Why'd you do that?
I feel like
people would, dude, we would get killed in the
real
street.
They're going to make him
They're going
to make him Arab.
They're gonna make him Arab in trance for some reason. It's gonna be like, what
Arab
is
and
this?
Trance. Shut the fuck
It's me,
up.
Obi. His name will be Obi Ramadan Kenobi.
Oh my god,
Lily! I feel like if they did that, I would see Lily's one racist moment because she loves Obi-Wan Kenobi. She'd probably be on the MAGA side, being like,
"Bro, you fucking."
They didn't need to change them into one of them. I don't
it's
like
weird
that.
Strike me down.
Dude,
I would become more powerful,
much more stronger. I don't become stronger.
Yo, I think that's fucking insane, dude.
Close.
What's crazy about that shit is that, like, imagine, because I see that stuff sometimes, and it bugs me exactly like 5%. Like it's not really enough to entirely like shift my entire worldview. You know what I mean? Yeah. When they did the Halo show and they made Captain Keyes black, I was like, I don't know why you did that. That seems kind of unnecessary. It didn't really.
Necessarily.
Chris, it's not going to make me vote for slavery.
It's not.
Chris,
yeah.
This is what happens. This is what happens, Chris. Right? Chris, this is what happens. Right? You exist in this place where you genuinely are not racist. So you fall into the pitfall of being sometimes ignorant to things, where you're like, this doesn't make sense. I'm gonna walk away from it. It's like every black person has the white friend that you tell them about black people problems, and they're like, what do you mean? That's crazy. And it's not because they don't care. It's because they genuinely can't believe it.
Well,
because it doesn't make sense.
Well, I certainly don't care.
Well, yeah. You're just a psycho. That's it. But some people's like, that doesn't make sense, dude. Yeah. Why would they be beating you in the streets for no reason? And it's like, I don't know why. And they're like, yeah, you're tripping. You're over exaggerating.
You're tripping,
buddy.
man. You're tripping.
Then they see it and they're like, whoa, oh shit, dude. You all right, Tyrone?
Dude,
my name's Barry. Oh, like sorry.
When you're talking about the swapping, it's, I think from our point of view, the thing that would make us the angriest is knowing what it's going to do to, like, culturally. That's what would upset me the most. Like Obi-Wan, because I actually don't give a flying fuck about Obi-Wan Kenobi personally.
Oh shit!
And
you
so
can't come to my house anymore.
He could be anything.
If Lillian hears that, she will not let you in this house. Actually, she loves, like, she is a fanatic for Obi-Wan.
Well, let her know that I would have no problem printing out a picture of Obi-Wan Kenobi and pissing all over it, and also it's saying shout out to Lily right before I do it.
That's so devious. That's so devious. Holy shit. You don't got to do all that.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't personally.
This is for you, Lillian.
I'm much more annoyed at the fact of, like, oh my God, you know exactly what this is going to do. You know, like, say, if
you know who's going to draw.
Season 2 of Last of Us fucking, it's fucking Miles Morales. It's like, it's just something you're like, oh no, like, you just know that, like, I don't want, it's just gonna start this unnecessary bullshit, and no one's gonna give a fuck about the actual product anymore. Like, it's all the discourse is gonna be everything else surrounding it. It's like talking about The Last fucking Jedi. It's so hard to actually talk about it as a film, or the other one, The Rise of Skywalker, as just a film without those culture war talking points being baked into it, and it drives me nuts. It fucking drives me so nuts.
I would love that, dude. I think so many things deserve remakes. Like, I think, like, I don't know. I would love a new Star Wars series. I think that'd be so fucking cool if they redid it with love and intention.
Live action, or like, what do you think? What were we gonna say?
No. Animated. I mean, animated would be the best. Duh. Like, that'd be a fucking wet dream. You know, but, like,
what are you gonna say, Chris?
They're not gonna do that.
Well, I was going to say, like, initially, the concept of Han Solo being lame is specifically because of the recontextualization of Jedi from, like, the prequels onward.
I see.
The reason people like Han Solo is because, in comparison to the Jedi, he is the coolest. Like, every in those original movies, like, dude,
he's the coolest good guy, I would say. Yeah, especially in the first movie, he's the coolest good guy.
In the first trilogy, like, they're not doing flips, they're not pulling moons, you know, like, they're not doing crazy cool shit. They're just kind of fencing with glow sticks. Yeah. They're fencing with glow sticks, and if they're not young doing it, they're elderly and, like, fucking barely doing anything. And so, like, in comparison,
Vader was objectively cool. I think Vader was the most.
Vader had a cool design, but he wasn't
exactly
that carried him. That definitely carried him. Him killing niggas fucking with his mind was definitely cool to people too.
But, like, Han Solo, like in comparison to all that, and then Han Solo's with a gun. He's like, fuck. He's actually like an action hero in comparison.
Handsome.
And so, like, when you go to later, and you got Yoda flipping around like a fucking bop it.
Like a whirly game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got Darth Maul.
Then it's like,
you got fucking.
Yeah, then Darth Maul.
Darth Maul was so cool. I think Darth Maul was the first design I saw that was cool. I was like, oh, that's cool.
It's the only thing that got me interested in episode 1. Everything else that I saw,
for sure.
That movie's horse shit. Horse shit. But I was like, this guy looks really. And coming from me, I don't like villains. I am the one guy that's like, I think villains are kind of lame. By the nature of me liking, I like heroes more. I've always liked heroes more. I've always I like good guys.
I mean, but that's just to me. It's like the only reason I find that weird. It's like that cliche saying that there would be no heroes without villains. So by that nature,
facts.
You have to appreciate the villains.
Oh, I appreciate villains, but I'm never gonna favor a villain over a hero.
That's fine.
That's what I'm.
I don't think that's
what I'm saying.
I think there are plenty of people that are like that. They're like, oh, I'll always like Superman more than fucking Joker or whatever.
Lex Luthor.
I mean, Lex Luthor sucks. I was gonna say Lex Luthor. I was like, he just sucks. He just
Lex
is really cool, but like compared to like what Superman's power is, like that is a dude in a suit. Like shut up.
I just don't. I've never liked Lex Luthor as a character. I've never found. The only reason I liked him in the animated series, the Tim Daly shit, is because he looked black.
I was thinking the same. He was vaguely black.
He was so black coded, and I'm like, don't tell me.
I was like, this is a black person.
I know we've
right?
talked about this before, and
what? Speaking of, I can't believe we didn't mention this. Although, like, I'm only remembering this as we're talking about Black Lex Luthor. Did you see that they made what is it?
Harry Osborn black.
Well, they made Norman Osborn black in that cartoon that's coming out.
No, what?
There's a black. There's a black Norman Osborn.
So is that
which there's two things there.
It makes a little sense, but
the
not really.
The waves make sense.
The corn rolls. The
waves finally make sense, but he can't get that rich.
What about T'Challa?
Okay.
Well, he's from that's a different situation entirely.
He's mad. He's probably the richest person ever.
He's rich, but
well, if Black Norman Osborn is in Wakanda, then yeah, sure. But like in America, what do you
like? Say if you think like the Congolese, right? If they always had control of their own resources, they'd be the richest people in the world. If you know what I mean?
Like by an insane degree.
So like something like that. But like this is. I'm so glad you brought this up, Chris, because I've been kind of staying off of social media. And all I saw was somebody said, this finally makes sense. And it was just that Norman Osborn black and the Sam Raimi saying, I'm somewhat of a nigga myself. But out of context, I had no idea what I was like. I don't get it. But now I'm like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they made that show also, unfortunately, not even because of this, I could give a fuck about this really. Honestly, like I was expecting
a 97, yeah.
Because there are certain character swaps that do bother me. Like Captain Key's being switched to like some random black guy like did kind of bother me. Not enough to really make a stink, but like it's just like, yeah, I don't know why you did that really. It just kind of causes confusion, I think. But I was expecting something like this to bother me more than it did. Like this one, I was just like, whatever, Black Norman Osborn, fine. But that show looks like ass. Like I think that show does not look very like animation wise, and it looks a little rough.
What is it called?
I think it's called Spider-Man
Sophomore year.
Gay. No, I don't know. Spider-Man.
Freshman year. I see it.
Oh, is that what it's called?
Sounds stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
It looks I don't know. It looks like Archer almost, but like worse. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, let me check this out.
I'll be pleasantly surprised if it's good. That's it. I'm not gonna watch it, but I'll be like, if it ends up being good, I'll be pleasantly surprised. I'll be like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, so in this universe, Spider-Man is a streamer.
So it's like some modern shit.
I guess. Yeah, it makes sense based on the time. Doesn't? I don't know.
Why am I not just seeing?
I don't know, man. I think they've been at a debt with Spider-Man, particularly Peter Parker, for a long time. Whereas, like, this character.
Well, I think Spider-Man in general just doesn't make a lot of sense. And there's two reasons why. Like now, especially, I think Spider-Man is a period piece at this point because
I agree.
Because you can't have a secret identity now. Like that doesn't make, because not only would that be impossible to hide, but it also just doesn't make sense why you would want that. Like it doesn't make sense.
It makes sense why you would
not really.
Yeah, it does. I disagree with that part.
Hey guys,
I don't see why you wouldn't be able to maintain it 100%. It's impossible.
Derek's about to say something.
So this is So this shit has been out for a while. I didn't even like, there was like teasers of this for like a long time ago. You guys remember this?
Yeah.
Because
I do remember it vaguely.
I don't remember this at all. So I'm just looking at a teaser that's like 3 years old, and I don't remember any of this. And their fucking eyes are like, it's like they're fucking on drugs. Their pupils are so huge.
Yeah, it takes anime influence, obviously.
But like, is it the same? Because like, it looks like, is this the same thing?
It might be. I mean, it's 3 years later. They might have changed a lot.
That's probably it, because in this teaser, Harry is ginger.
Definitely not black.
Yeah. So that's interesting. That is very interesting.
Send the link so I can see it. It might be.
That's hilarious. They made him. They made him redhead, and then they made him black.
Wait a second. Isn't that the following that trope, that conspiracy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It is funny, man.
Oh my god.
Because redheads are the others, and then they're like,
hold on,
we'll add black people because they're the others now. We're allowed to be around.
What? Hold on. This is, look, man. Okay, hold on a second. Is this just like, are we being fucked with at this point? Like, they're like, you think that these people, like, for example, I'm gonna put myself in their shoes. If I were in charge of these projects and I was aware of that conspiracy theory, would I lean into it? I think the answer is yes. Like, I would start fucking with people by being like, yeah, let's definitely change every redheaded character into black just to fucking make those people go crazy. Because I'm like, all right, here we go again. This is that's funny. That is
I think it's some psyop shit to a degree, man, actually.
At a certain point, I'm just like, is it a coincidence?
They're just like trying to make people upset.
It does feel fucking funny at this point.
Like mad.
That's funny.
Poor redheads, man. They got nothing. They got nothing left. They got brave, I guess.
Oh yeah,
and that's literally it.
Redhaired men are in a deficit, bro.
Well, that's how you know. That's how you know. By the way,
in a deficit.
That's how you know. Is like when we get a Brave remake, and then she's black, but still Scottish. That'll be fucking something.
Oh man,
I'll watch it. I'll watch it,
but I think that's another one. That one's brazen enough to where that would start the the culture war would never shut the fuck up. It would
get the other side though too. Like that's big enough that it would
they would be like annoyed, like, hey, we see what you're doing. Stop. I don't know, man, because there's some people that just hate like the right wing extremists that they'll just agree with anything that's to the opposite that opposes it. There's some people that just go way too hard.
It's on both sides for sure.
It's so fucking annoying, man. It's so goddamn annoying.
Anyway,
yeah. What do we got?
Yeah. So De Beerez wrote in. He says, "Hey, creepy uncles, been here since the dawn age. I don't know what that means.
Nice.
A few episodes ago, Sween had asked what happens to sand when you cum on it." I'm not here to provide an answer. What do I look like, Bing? But it did make me wonder. Well, I don't know what you look like, first of all. It did make me wonder if you had the power to shoot ropes onto any inanimate object and then turn it into a golem of sorts. So imbue it with life. What are you dumping your load on and why?
Sandwich.
Dump my load on a mannequin so I can dump my
load
sandwich?
On a mannequin.
Yeah. A fucking mannequin holding a sandwich.
Why? Okay, so what?
So you put a mannequin. You put a foot long in a mannequin's hands, and then you make sure you bust on both simultaneously. See what happens.
Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah. Why do you want the sandwich to live?
Because I want to see what a sandwich would say about its like its layers and like what does it think it is? Like does it is it like
yeah.
That feels really sad to bring.
That's a lot
into this world
to process. I feel.
Yeah, and you just eat it with maybe cut off its face and then you just eat the rest of it.
You like open face eat a sandwich.
Yeah,
it's like squealing. You're like, sorry, sandwich. You also came on it, so I'm not gonna eat it. Though,
oh, it's a good point. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, you're a weird weirdo for that.
Oh, you know what? You know what I would do?
I would still eat it. Damn, I'd have to. Anyways,
this is a real answer.
Food. What's the real answer?
This is a real answer. I would come on this thing.
Oh, you're frozen for me. God damn it. Oh,
am I frozen?
Wait, you're.
I would come on this guy.
Oh no, Paul.
Yeah,
Paul, right?
Yeah. Well, because that way.
Is that right?
I won't have to like. I won't have to like work. Like he could just be actually help me. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have to like do everything for him. He'd be just like, "Hey, you're imbued with life now."
You make him a little slave, though.
No, I mean probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't make him do work or anything because he doesn't have to eat. But like he's gonna be in videos.
What happens if I come on my hands?
Oh shit!
Do they become like their own entity?
Like parasites.
Yes. Yes, they do. I think
that's cool.
Ah, man, that's interesting for sure. I would just come on a mannequin and then like, I have a mannequin to fuck now. Or I'd come on a woman and she'd be a real person.
Well, how would you fuck the mannequin?
Because it become a person, become like a real thing, right?
No, it would become imbued with life. I think.
It'd be a living mannequin.
Yes.
Yeah, it would just be a living mannequin.
So make sure you carve a pussy.
Then I carve a fleshlight hole into it before I do that. Yeah. And then I do it.
That is so devious.
That's crazy because you know someone's done it.
Exactly. What the fuck? Why would you not? If you're already down that path, why would you not? You know?
Yeah, it's a lot.
You're already in that abyss. You know.
That is pretty.
Like you're already in the Amazon, lost. Might as well try to see what you can see. You know,
dude. Fucking stuff like that is funny, dude. I love that. I'm waiting for those robots to get better, and then I'm gonna be like, yo. I'm sorry, ladies.
It's 2025. It was predicted that now would be the time.
Well, they need to hurry the fuck up.
Or by now would be the time.
I want some goddamn
we gotta hurry
up shit, dude. Like, we need to get this stuff cracking.
Dude, it's so bad if that happens because like there's no way there's going to be like that's the end.
Yeah, humanity's lost for sure.
That is the end. That is the end. That is the.
There's gonna be Alex Jones leading the human resistance, but like, I'm gonna be fucking some droids. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna be plowing my droid into next year. Gonna break the poor
That shit looks like Android 18 or whatever. And be like, oh, well, I'll see you guys later.
Well, bye, Lily. I don't have to deal with this thing complaining ever later.
Do you think that would be like valid exercise on some level?
Yes. I would have a six pack.
Fucking a robot all day.
Yeah, like it was just like, listen, I'm gonna get this robot. Because it's just it's theoretically good for my health.
It really is. I think doctors would recommend you to get the sex bots for sure.
Yeah,
motivation.
Because dude, it's a workout. It's a workout.
It is a workout.
All right, Jada Wong loves you. Wrote in, says greetings, Aqua lads. This question is mostly for Sweeney, so pay attention. Get off your phone. Stop buying Digimon.
Okay.
I'm not buying Digimon. I'm not buying any right now. Look at this cool deck box I got, crowd.
Ugh.
That's so look, he's got a little receptacle.
Pathetic mon.
Look at this, it's cool.
Guys, look.
Yay.
This fucking pathetic ass.
I swear I'm not a virgin.
Pathetic mon. Pathetic monsters.
This nigga's fucking
It's pathetic. It's me. It's me, pathetic mon.
Pathetic Rium theorem mon.
That's fucking crazy. Anyway, he says, so this question is mostly for Sweeney. So I'm dating this girl and I want to introduce her to my friends, but they all have an offensive sense of humor similar to mine. With that being said, how did you introduce Lily to your friend group? The rest of you fellas can comment as well. Stay snarking into the great beyond.
You gotta prepare her. You gotta prepare her. Like, hey, my friends say some stuff, but they're pretty decent people, and you go from there.
Hold on a second. So that question implies that you've been holding back your power level. She doesn't know who you are, because if she knows that you're fucking have a crazy ass sense of humor, she would know that your friends do too. Like, right? You don't hang out with you hang out with fucking regular nerds that go to balls and shit, and you're like, oh, poppycock. Like,
well, look, I will say there's some.
What?
I have various groups of friends. They're
acquaintances.
Friends that I have that are closer,
Nigga,
right?
They're acquaintances
Than others. If
you can't be yourself around people, they're just acquaintances, man.
Right. No, for sure. I understand that entirely. But those are theoretically, like, I would say, like, they're professional friend circles where it's just like they're friends in a professional sense. I wouldn't call them if I was like down and out or like had to vent or anything. Okay. But if I met a girl through them and then things kind of, you know, got going, then I could see that being like a little bit of a weird situation.
Yeah.
Because I'm not necessarily going to act the way that I do around Kingston and those friends around people like Ian from Smosh or something. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say the same shit. So I could see that being like maybe it's that kind of a thing. Maybe it's not necessarily a lie. Maybe it's just like a temperance.
It's not a lie. I wouldn't say that's a lie to himself.
I'd just say like hiding your fucking
you reveal stages of yourself to people because most people's moms don't know them in their most fucking bananas true self to them. You know, you're gonna portray yourself in a way that is often accommodating to the area you're around.
Yeah, it's, you know, look, that is a very true thing, right? It's like right place, right time, how you behave. But I'm just saying your friends, if they are your friends, I mean, right, they know who you are. And I would say this, the way that I normally feel is that you should meet somebody who gets you in a way. Like normally I would say, I don't know if I would meet somebody that didn't understand my sense of humor. However, kind of like Lily, and I think also one of my friends I used to work with at Newegg, when he started dating this girl, she wasn't into like comics or nothing, and now they would annually go to New York Comic Con like every fucking year and stuff. So she got heavily into that shit. So I totally understand that too, to where you could bring her to the dark side and maybe turn her into a deviant and have a stupid sense of humor. So there's also that. So
I think a lot of people, it dwells in a lot of people, but what happens is that people can't separate the fact from laughing that's unfucked up to being fucked up.
Yeah, like some people don't understand that.
Often people that are fucked up, often the people that are fucked up and laugh fucked up things are fucked up people. But like for me in particular, and most of my friends, we laugh at absurd shit because absurd shit's hilarious. Yeah. That is just simply what it is. I don't like the guy nutting on the girl's like, that's not fucking funny. But the situation's hilarious.
It's funny because how fucked up it is. That's the whole thing, right? It's like if nothing happened, there's nothing to laugh at. But since it's so crazy and absurd, it makes you laugh it's literally what you're thinking, right? Like if you're having commentary, I can't believe how fucked up this world is. That's kind of funny. And
fucking Looney Tunes shit going on. And you're like, fucking, what the fuck?
But if I saw some guy walk up, I'm like, say, right outside my apartment, and some guy just guts someone from fucking head to toe, I'm not laughing because that's terrifying, right? I'm like, holy shit.
I might, but only because I'm really tripping.
Okay,
like only because I'm like on the verge of breaking. Yeah,
nervous laughter is different, but like, but
it's like that CEO.
Tummy's a guy, bro.
It's like the CEO who got murked. It's like if you're standing next to that, if you're in that situation, like, and you see that happening, you're like, yo, what the fuck? Right. You're probably terrified. You don't know what the fuck's going on. But like the idea the idea that this dude got murked and then like his coworkers just walked over his body to get to the meeting on time is like that is like as a general concept, like that is there's a comedy there for sure.
Beautiful.
I would laugh. I would like see it and be crying and like sitting down and just Joker-fying laughing. Like laughing my skin white and my hair green.
Like if I understood like the context and if I was there.
I finally saw Joker too.
Huh?
Oh my god! I finally saw it. It's really not that bad because me and Lily saw it. It was on HBO for free.
Oh, it's already on.
Let's just watch it. It's really not that bad. It's kind of flip floppy.
I think that's what makes it bad.
Enough to anything. Doesn't commit enough to anything. Really,
and that's exactly why it's bad.
Like how do I? It's not a terribly done movie, but it doesn't commit to either being a musical, which are quite a few musical numbers. I think they're pretty decent.
That's right.
I think that's crazy. I think that's. I think
Gaga's a good singer.
Have you seen Wicked?
Yes.
Come on,
that's a different scale. Like,
but that's the point.
Wicked, sorry. I feel like no, it's the same thing because I feel like. My musical mentality is an opera kind of fucking coincides so often. So I think of like, oh, this is a song with a few songs in it. But I think like it's really like back and forthy. and then he kind of just stops going for one thing, and it gets kind of sad. And then the way he dies is kind of like fucking silly. Then a guy in the background and blurred flames
starts
wiping
fucking
the blood on his face,
beating off,
beating his dick with a knife somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I'd have to see it again.
I think that's gonna be like a very like a movie connoisseur's gonna be like, people didn't understand.
Oh yeah, no, we talked about that.
It's gonna be a film. It's gonna be a film. It's gonna be a film movie. I do think it's potentially like a cult, like one of those cult movies. But I just I think it exists in that status mainly for what it does as a statement more than as a movie.
I think they rape him, and that's really sad.
Yeah. I mean, it's implied.
It's
really
hilarious.
sad.
It's implied.
It's like, that just made the tone of this way worse. I was like, they just beat him up, and it's like,
that fucking Irish guard. I'm gonna fuck your ass. Come here, laddie. I'm gonna fuck you good.
Would you kindly lower your trousers?
He was talking to the little person, and the little person was like, dude, I couldn't work. I couldn't sleep. I felt terrified. He's like, is your name really Gibble? And I'm like, this is so fucking crazy. This person is, to me, like, that was the worst experience
to
ever.
me, like, at that part right there was when there was two major moments too. I feel like sticking it to the incel, whatever, there was supposedly there was all these weird people that really liked the first one. That was what the vibe was, that there were so many incels that were celebrating the Joker and shit like that. And there probably were some, but really, I think overall people were just like, oh, that was a fun movie. But the thing is, there was the instance right there where it's like, oh, here he goes. He's doing his whole lawyer Southern fucking thing. And when nothing happened, that was the first blow. Like, nothing came out of that. Like, you were thinking like, oh, here it goes. Something crazy is about to happen. That just deflated. And then when those guys rescued him, and then he fled from them, that was like the killing blow where it's like, this guy's just fucking, there's nothing that mirrors anything in that first movie of like, oh, this guy seems kind of cool or this anti-hero or anything like that. It was just, this guy just sucks.
Did not want to play up the
this
cool
guy just
nature
sucks.
of it. They're like, this nigga's not cool. He's not meant to be cool.
And so to your point, Chris,
I get
much
it.
more of a, like, you said, like this, it wasn't a movie in the way that, there was nothing in there that was truly enjoyable. The music was sucked. It was too flat. The fucking acting, there was good moments, but it wasn't just thoroughly a great fucking movie. So
the way I feel about it is I have to see it again because I walked in there with the full expectation. I felt the same way. It's not an equivalent movie by any means, but I felt the same way or similarly after Hateful Eight. Like when I went into Hateful Eight being like, oh, I'm excited. And then it was so slow and just so fucking like it was in the same place the whole time. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm bored out of my mind with this movie.
I actually love Hateful Eight, but I understand what you mean.
No, but this is what I'm saying. It's like, and then once I understood, okay, I got out of that movie, like my expectations were like completely wrong. I saw it again and I loved it because I wasn't sitting in any scene wondering like, how long is this going to go on for before they get to the next scene. I just knew what the movie was going to be, and so I liked it way more. Right. So like I feel like maybe I could be one of those movies where like if I go in, because dude, I expected that to be a musical and it just wasn't. It's straight up. It's just not. It's not a musical. It's not a musical at all. Actually,
yeah, that's some musical moments. Yeah,
there's literally one musical number in the entire movie, and it's not very good.
Well, also it didn't.
And
what does a musical usually do?
What would you call the other moments?
The musical.
What would you call the other moments then, with the music and the singing and the dancing? What would you call those moments?
There's one musical moment. There's one musical moment in that movie, and it's the courthouse scene when like Joker is going around and he's like hitting people with mallets, and he's actually like they're actually like elevating the heightened realism of that format to like actually do something with it. But every other one is just them in the real location just singing. Poorly, by the way, and not even like the full song. What also disappointed me is that look, there's a Lady Gaga album that like is all about this movie, and it has all this like a lot of the songs in the soundtrack from the movie, and she's singing all of them. None of those songs, all of them are great, by the way, in this album. None of them are in the movie. And you're just like,
really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we talked about that
in like,
when we talked about them
none
before.
of them are the ones in the movie? Jesus
none
Christ,
of the only song that's in the movie is That's Life at the end that Lady Gaga sings. And it's literally over the credits. And I'm just sitting there being like, dude, there's so many good songs on this soundtrack. And every time you think they're going to sing a song from the soundtrack and they start it up, it just never starts.
That's pipe.
Well, I mean, that's why, like, when we talked about it before, it just seemed like we just speculated that, yeah, this was it was supposed to be deflating. It was supposed to show that, yeah, this guy just sucks. So everything, even his fantasies, they suck. He's a fucking loser. And so that's why everything fell flat. And it's saying you can maybe appreciate it for what it is, like like in a retrospective way, but even just watching it, I just don't think you're going to get much value in it if you're trying to be entertained. And I feel like that's the problem.
Maybe not, yeah.
I feel like that you're just like,
if you're trying to critique or understand, I think you can have a better time. But if you're trying to
exactly, you're gonna have a much better time
might not be the space
watching people break it down, and then they're gonna appreciate the film for what it is once they've broken down. But you're not gonna want to sit down and watch it again. It's kind of like even the other Matrix movies, the second and third one. Like, I like watching people break that shit down, but I don't fucking like those movies, actually. I really don't.
Yeah.
And it's funny that the second
like
one has the more iconic stuff in it. Like, when people think about what's like the most iconic things with the slow fucking that thing, the fucking a lot of the tropes came from the second movie. And I watched it again maybe a few months ago, and I'm just like, I don't fucking like this movie, dude.
You've definitely seen the edit where it's like the
yeah,
it just keeps hitting him in the throat. And I'm like, dude, this guy would be wheezing if he kept throat flicking him over and over again.
Yeah, I fucking, the first movie's so good, man. That movie's it's just a fun movie for sure. I just wish that was the only one that ever existed.
Yeah, it is unfortunate.
They're like, that's such an interesting movie because like the idea of both of them becoming trans afterwards, like both of the
Wachowskis,
people involved in it, brothers, or both of the brothers becoming trans afterwards. I'm like,
but see, that's what's so interesting about the people starting to shoehorn the trans allegory into it, and where they found things that look like it, and then of course the Wachowskis being fucking assholes, like, yeah, that's what it was the whole time, and I'm like, nigga, y'all never said anything like that the entirety of your run. Shut the fuck up. It's like that made me that annoyed me so much because I'm like, all right,
yeah, I don't know.
I guess indoctrination theory, Mass Effect is real too. I guess fucking Jar Jar Binks is a Sith fucking lord. Like, yeah, it's all real. It's all of it.
I wish Jar Jar was a Sith though. That'd make the series
it would.
So
and then George
cool.
Lucas shot it down, even though he would have been a genius for saying yes. He should have.
He'd be like, yeah.
Yeah, I never know what to make of that stuff because it's like I can't discount your view entirely because you did make it, but like. So maybe that
I would have,
but if they would have gave it any hints before, I would have been like, okay, that's plausible.
It does to me feel a little bit more like retroactively, like what is it? The Last of Us is about Israel. All of a sudden, it's like no, it
sorry,
isn't.
Why? What?
Like,
why?
no, it's not.
Why? Please, I need to hear this.
Or it's not about Israel. It's about like it's I guess loosely like Neil Druckmann gave like an interview at somebody where he said it's loosely kind of based on the Israel-Palestine conflict and like how that manifests like the cycle of violence and the cycle of revenge.
No,
it's like
not.
Okay, because I was like,
I don't really know.
The clickers Jews?
Like people just say like, bro, they're
like maybe look. I think there's maybe like a 10% chance of that being true. You know,
there may be some truth to it.
To me, here's one thing that I've noticed about a lot of artists is that the first times their shit really blows up, they talk about because they're asked about the true meaning, and they're talking about the layers of it, and they talk about it within that time period. When it's this retro, looking now that the Israel-Palestine shit's hot and most people understand it mostly, all of a sudden now there's some type of connection to it. And the same thing with the trans shit happening. It's like now the Wachowskis, they transitioned. This has been out for so long. They've been interviewed many times. They've talked about even their script, the Wachowski, when they were just dudes, their influences, what they, like, it didn't have anything to do with that. And now there's just a bunch of fucking people that are just too progressive for their own good, that just won't even question it. And I'm like, brother, like it's,
right? Like there are movies because there are movies that are.
Argument is like for weird for me. I'm like it. I understand what you mean, right? I understand what you mean, but it's like, dude, like you don't have to say that if you're them, you know? It's like, if there may be some lines that cross and coincide with each other, then more power to it. I think that is helpful and useful for the conversations that are made and said, you know? Like,
if they were honest, they would just be like, "Oh, that's I love that theory. That's awesome." But that's actually not it's a
or even just something like that's an interesting interpretation. I think or even just something like
I could see how you could think that.
Or even if like they did it and they were just like, yeah, you know, I guess looking back on it, I guess there are kind of themes that kind of intertwine with the stuff that I was going through that I wasn't even necessarily thinking that much about, or that made their way in. Like, you know what I mean? There's ways to talk, because there are movies that are about that. You know what I mean? Like there's like As I Saw the TV Glow or something is like a recent movie. I haven't seen it yet, but I do want to. That's like a trans allegory movie,
right? But it's
like
it's not a secret
from
though.
The get-go. It's not a secret.
That's my
not
point.
Like
all of a sudden, for fucking almost 20-something years, it was a secret, and then it just wasn't. Like that. Does that make any sense to you? As just it's realistic sense of people who dissected one of the most iconic movies in movie history, that they only recently found that out. Like, does that make any sense? Like, it just doesn't. Like Occam's razor, it doesn't make sense. Like, to think that no one noticed before? No one? None of the biggest critics themselves, the people involved in it, no one was clued into this even a little bit? Like, get the fuck out of here.
There's truth to that where it's like,
it's a little silly.
This is a little silly, like this didn't exist at all. But also, like, you know, that's not something people are going to really be talking about, especially at that period of time, about themselves. It's a very touchy subject. It's very vulnerable in a way that, you know, a lot of people weren't exactly comfortable, especially 20 years ago, being really upfront and open about stuff like that. So I could see how someone could say that. But at the same time, it's like, it would be, if it's the truth, it's the truth. But if it's a lie, it's like, that's a really unnecessary lie to have. And it's fine if it can be drawn similar lines from one to another, but you don't have to lie about it if that's the case.
Yeah, I don't really care either. Like it is what it is, whatever. Like it's still
to me it's
still the Matrix ultimately. But
like because I love theories. It's interesting. It's like there's a lot of the gay community. They make a lot of content about gay coded Disney stuff, and I think a lot of the stuff I'm like, no, that's not true. But I like where they're pulling these things from. They're saying this is gay coded. And I'm like, I think that's fun content. I just don't like that. And really, the only reason that it even got into that realm in the Matrix is because, you know, it was like, oh yeah, it's true. Like the people that created it just confirmed it. When usually what happens, the creators don't do that. And to me, I feel like it's the major difference between there's so many theories about so much fucking shit, and it's all interesting. And usually people they don't have such big egos to be like, yeah, we're that much of a genius. Yeah, that was the thing the whole time. And I'm like, all right, bro, relax.
I love the idea of that.
You're not that fucking clever. Relax.
That's so fucking funny.
Anyway, so you should be honest with your girlfriend about your sense of humor.
Yeah.
or not. That's fine.
Is the long way to say that. I don't know, man. My philosophy is like genuinely like, yeah, exactly.
Don't do that part.
I mean, I feel like how I land women in the first place is like with my sense of humor. So like, I feel like I weed people out that way. So like, I've never found myself in a situation where I've had to, like, there's definitely family that I hide my sense of humor from, for sure. Like, there's definitely like older, like grandparents and so I don't need to.
I can't be myself to my grandma. My grandmother would throw up.
Right. Yeah.
My grandmother would be like, "What's wrong with you?"
But
I'm just like sniveling.
But if I'm but if I'm dating somebody, like they know generally, like it might even be like one of the first things I say to them, just to test the waters and see if it's even worth bothering in the first place.
Yeah,
but
100%.
But yeah, so I don't know. Let us know how it goes. Yeah. I'm curious as to how this interaction will
definitely follow up.
Follow up.
Let us know when you're single.
Let's do this last one. Yeah, let us know when you're single. Let's do this last one and then we'll wrap it up. There's a fire right outside, so we should probably
you can see it.
It just comes through the window.
It starts knocking on your window.
We'll start saying the names now.
Yeah, so we're gonna read this last one, and I want to read this last one specifically because like I want to make an effort this new year. It's not a resolution necessarily. I do, although like it's semantics at that point. I want to cover the same ground less. I feel like we get comfortable. We get into our Red Dead ruts. We get into our Gears of War ruts, but we still want to talk about video games. And so like I feel like we don't necessarily talk about these as often. So Rachel Slur wrote in, he says, "What's up, the Woker, the Diddler, and Gain? I was wondering if any of you have played the Batman Arkham games, and if so, rank them from best to worst." We've talked about this before, but not nearly as much.
We haven't gone into depth about them.
We haven't gone into depth about them. So I don't know how controversial this is, but it really depends on what if you want like a Batman simulation, I think Arkham City is really great. I think Arkham Asylum is I think Arkham Asylum is the best video game in that series, though. I like as a designed video game, I think it's damn near perfect except for like the last boss, which sucks.
So I went back and played Arkham Asylum. The one thing that bothers me the most is actually the sound effects. It's actually very whimsical.
It's a lot of stock.
It's very whimsical.
Yeah.
I forgot because it's been so long.
It's very cartoony.
Yeah. And to me, nothing. I've played all of them. Nothing. The Arkham City experience. There's just nothing feels. Even being fucking Bruce Wayne in the very beginning is like fun. Like you're Bruce Wayne for like the first 10, 15 minutes, whatever it is. Like it's just like everything about it feels good. I love it. I love it. I love fighting Mr. Freeze. Like there's so many things about it that I'm like, damn, I love this game. I played all of them. Fucking Arkham City. Arkham Knight was fine. Like I feel like I know we've criticized this before. The stealth car missions really
terrible.
Take the
I don't know what they were
it.
thinking.
That game would be 3 points higher than it otherwise is if not for those specific missions.
I think that game has the best boss designs in the series. I think it has fucking really cool moments. The cities itself being so fucking destitute, I think it's really, really cool. I just think having that fucking stupid tank takes you out of so much of it. You're like, oh,
I gotta
my
fucking
God.
sneak up on a fucking like an actual tank. I'm a car sneaking up. That's so stupid. I feel so dumb doing it. It's so stupid. But I mean, the game Arkham Knight was great, but there's just a feeling that I just didn't get playing any of the other ones.
I think City's the best one for me personally.
Yeah. Ranking them, if I had to rank them, I would put City first, and then I would do Night, and then I would probably do Origins. I actually really enjoyed Origins.
I never played Origins.
I really didn't like Origins, but Origins had some really dope ass moments though. Like the Deathstroke fight, that shit was lit as fuck. And you guys are fighting on the fucking like the cargo crates. That shit's fucking badass, and Batman somehow wins, and I'm just like, all right,
Batman, man.
I guess I'm here for this. I guess I'm watching this.
I really enjoyed it. I thought like when you get those shock gauntlets, the game just it's much more of I had so much fun beating people up. Because you just chain your combos, and then you get to a point where your things are so charged up, you're just knocking people out left and right. You're basically everybody. You killed like 100 people easily in like fucking 5 minutes. Like
I love it.
Yeah,
it's it was fun. I actually really enjoyed it. But it's not that like Arkham Asylum is a good game, but there's it actually really threw me off. It's not even a bad game. None of them are bad games. It just when I was beating people up, I actually felt I was like, oh, this is they made it's so less brutal that like I kind of forgot. You know, like I just always thought it was always thought it was as brutal, but it wasn't as brutal until City.
It's very animated series in Asylum, which I like. I think that game's like more concise. It's more it's I just generally don't prefer open world games, generally speaking. Yeah. And especially I think like Batman, I think the detective aspect of it I think is a little bit more suited to like kind of more level design focused things. I feel like it feels like a BioShock kind of game to me. Like Arkham Asylum, where it's just like you're kind of enclosed, you don't have as much freedom, but I think it works. But Arkham Asylum and City are more or less kind of in the same place for me, where like I like both of them equivalently for different reasons. I just think the design is a little bit stronger in Asylum. But City feels better as a Batman game, I guess. Like because you can fly, you can glide.
I think it's like Arkham Asylum is like a better game based on levels and stuff like that. I think based on experience, because I don't know, there's moments in like Arkham Asylum where I'm like, how does Batman not know? Like, how does he not figuring this shit out? This is Asylum. He's been here 1,500 fucking times. Like, but it's just like, I know this guy. This guy would be like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing. Easy. I know where you are. I know who's in this building. I know where everything is. I'm a psychopath that memorizes everything in the world.
Well, dude, Asylum was also the first game that I remember. I could be wrong. There might be another instance of it like earlier. But it was the first game that I remember having like a fake out crash. Do you remember that?
Remember.
When you thought the game was not working?
Like the game crashes, but it's not real.
I don't remember that part.
It's a fucking dude. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I might be misremembering. It might be from.
Dude, I haven't played it in fucking. Arkham, even when I did play it again, I didn't finish it, so I still it's not that fresh in my head.
Yeah. Arkham Asylum fake game crash. So like Scarecrow like fucks your game up. And I remember and it was like a fourth wall kind of thing. And I remember being like, yo, that's so cool. It's kind of like when in God of War, I think Ragnarok, right? When Thor brings you back to life out of the loading screen. I'm a sucker for that shit. Like I love whenever like Metal Gear's really good about that too. Like anytime a game fucks with the medium that it is a game, and it's like kind of like drawing attention to it and like pulling you into it. That shit's so cool. And I remember playing Arkham Asylum for the first time in like 2013 on my new PC because that's how I played it, and thinking like, oh fuck, the game's actually crashed because I don't fuck around with PC that much. This never happens on console for me because I don't play like I wasn't playing like Bethesda games at that time, so I like never saw crashes. So I'm playing Arkham Asylum and the game like, and then I'm like, oh fuck. And then it's just part of the game. And I just remember being like, that is so fucking cool.
That's interesting. I gotta I mean
it's a dope scene.
I gotta go back and play. I just some other time. I'm still trying to play some new shit.
Yeah, here, right here. I'll put in it's like immediate in this video. And you can put in the edit if you want.
The chat?
But like it's Scarecrow's fake in the chat. Put it in the chat. Scarecrow's fake game crash and freeze glitch. It's Batman Arkham Asylum.
What the fuck's the chat
it's so
box?
fucking.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I remember.
Where the hell's the chat box?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry, it's been so long. I couldn't even find the fucking chat box.
You can't click links because remember it broke. You have to like copy paste it. But it's like when the first 7 seconds it happens. But like I just remember this blowing my mind as a kid. And just being like mesmerized by. Oh, I wasn't a kid. I was like, I guess, just out of high school.
The idea of turning this off that fast of a game, it's like, oh god damn it, you turn it off. Immediately you restart the game. You're like,
yeah, and then it like reboots and it restarts and it's got like a fake intro. Like it has like a hallucinated version of like the actual Arkham Asylum intro. It makes you think the game like restarted itself. It's just so damn cool and clever.
Sure.
And it's stuff that I think. To be fair, all the Scarecrow stuff in those games are great.
Yes.
They nail it with Scarecrow in the Arkham games specifically.
He's like looking for you and shit. You're doing a lot of stealth shit, and he's like fucking all like that's the Scarecrow shit's awesome.
But I never played Origins. I want to play it, but it's not that.
I hate
accessible. Real like is it on?
No, it's on Steam.
He has such good posture. It really bothers me.
Oh, I guess so. Yeah. How much?
Have you guys noticed that?
What?
Joker has really good posture.
No, I've never really actually thought about.
Look at him. Look at how he walks. He's walking like straight as
That's
an arrow
confidence,
up.
bro.
Arkham Origins is $20.
$20? Should it be like $3 or something? What the fuck?
Wait, Batman Arkham.
I definitely
Origins.
bought it for like less than nothing. Let me see how it is on.
I've had that game for so long. It's insane. I had that shit on like.
Where do I usually get games from? I forget.
I'm not buying it again.
CD keys.
GOG maybe.
GOG.
Game came out like 2014.
That game
2013?
13, I think.
Maybe?
I think it's 13.
Yeah.
Because I remember
because it was a different studio while Rocksteady was working on. Now GOG it's $20 too.
I think it was.
That's crazy. That's pretty expensive.
Oh, so the Arkham collection. Check that out. So you can get the Arkham collection on. Oh my God, I'm on it. CD keys for $4.39.
Oh, I see, for $4.
$4.39.
That's not bad.
I'll sweep it up and get those 3 games for less.
It's on the PlayStation Store for $5.
The Arkham collection as well.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you preferred.
Maybe I'll. Yeah, I mean it's on sale specifically. Offer ends January 17th. That might be that's actually not a bad idea. I do it does. I guess for $5 it's better. Then, I was gonna say because I own all those games already, like all of them except for Origins. So I was like,
it's just $5. But yeah.
$5 versus 20 is like,
you can also get Gotham Knight and then mod Batgirl, because it's $3 right now. So you get.
Dude, I love the mods where they swap Catwoman and Batman's like walk animations.
Yeah. Bro,
I love it. I love the Dick Grayson parts of that.
The swagger in the Arkham games, fucking the way like the she walks, the way that fucking how she walks, fucking Poison Ivy, like,
they're unashamed. They got like Marvel Rivals energy where it's just like they just make them hot.
Rivals is going wild with the. I was like, the Susan Storm shit. I was like, who made this character? I was like, what the fuck? Like,
that's great.
Did 17-year-old me was like,
they're definitely following.
You know what? Do this.
Because I remember, like I said, literally the only time I played Fortnite was Chun-Li. I fucking downloaded Fortnite. Spent I think it was a pack. It was like a pack of it came with Ryu and her for like $10 or $20, whatever it was. And then I was just playing. I did 2 matches with Chun-Li, just like, and then I turned it off. That was good.
You downloaded the game.
Yeah.
You played it for a little bit for Chun-Li.
Dude, that shit was crazy. She was so thick. I was like, come on, dude. Isn't this for children? Like, this is crazy.
No, not no more.
Really.
No, it's for me. It's for me.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Read our $25 and up patrons. What the fuck is this?
Thank God for me only.
Thank God for me.
Thank God for me. Thank God for me, son.
You thank God for me, Arthur.
Will you thank
God?
God for me?
He just finished that game, actually. He's like, it's the best game I've ever played in my life. And I'm like,
what game?
Dang.
Yeah, most people, Red Dead.
Red Dead. Played it?
Yeah.
I didn't think he had enough patience to play that shit.
I think that game will get you.
He probably mainlined it.
Yeah.
That's true. Probably like the main story. That game will
that
get you.
That dude can't fucking like sit still for a second. I saw him like sitting down, and then he like just pops up and does a backflip and like hits his feet all over the table and shit.
That shit
funny.
Killed me, dude.
That shit is so funny.
He did a backflip on it, and it did the Kingdom Hearts death sound, and I was like, "This is ridiculous."
It's insane. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of people jumping out of Red Dead for the first time. Just because of a bunch of streamers doing it. Because I think Kai did one a couple months ago.
I guess that makes sense. He would play because like he tried to beat was it the Erdtree or was it just the regular game?
I think it was Elden Ring. Yeah, it was one of them. Anyway, let's read our $25 and up names. Get the fuck out of here.
Times he died. I'm hungry. Something absurd. Something absurd. It was something like
it was like 2 million.
Something like I don't remember, but I was like, you didn't die that many times. That's crazy. But I think he had a death counter. I wonder. I probably can find it. Go ahead and read the names.
All right, count me down.
3, 2, 1.
The homeless person in between Sweeney's teeth.
Nice.
Squid Starship. Racial slur. Don't make a colon a promise if you know you can't keep it. Emma Demption 2. Flexing, being a day one listener like a Destiny veteran flexes playing the D1 beta when sharing bad opinions. Sweeney slurping colons through his tooth gap like Pescetti. Jesus Christ, it's gonna be bad. The snow bunnies in Rivals got me acting a fool. That is crazy. They're all hot though. It is hilarious how hot everybody is.
So Kai, he beat the Shadow of the Earth Tree. Took him almost 100 hours and 1,070 deaths. Like, that's
1,070. That sounds kind of correct.
Maybe somebody's trying to figure out the game. Play those kind of games,
yeah, that's to me. It's the commitment because that's to me. These are the type of numbers I see when people are doing insane shit. Like, oh, I'm playing Dark Souls with a fucking trumpet. Like, this guy's doing that right now, and I'm like, yeah, fuck all that noise. Die fucking 1,000-something times. I mean, hey, fair enough.
Playing Dark Souls with a sawed-off shotgun in high school.
That's crazy.
No, it's like, guys, no, I'm not shooting the school up. I'm doing a crazy gamer challenge.
If people get in the way, that's not my fault. They should be able to see what I'm doing. It's not my fault.
That is insane.
Hey, you could probably get away with it in Uvalde. You can go to Uvalde and do it, and they'll just like stand around like, all right.
I don't know. I don't.
What are you? Someone comes up to you, yo. What are you doing? What's going on here? You just fucking shoot something.
1,000 Ways to Die, Cum Edition, Metal Gear Gay Gun, the tank with a pastry chassis, Lucy Boy Pussy, and nerd visors thick enough to deflect nukes. Sween would defend Hitler if Hitler was Jamaican. Having to spend
him more. I'd like him more.
There you go.
There you go. Hey, Ben Shapiro getting milk blasted by Abby until his colon falls out. Berserker Broly gap shotting Sweeney. The Sloker. Want to know how I got these chromosomes?
Come on, bro.
That's fucking crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
I unironically think that's fucking hysterical. Feel Gay Inc. by the Gayrillas.
That's Gayrillas is pretty good.
Gay.
Feel gay. Feel gay.
Damn, feel gay.
She's breaking down on a gay man's back.
That's probably very doable, actually. It's a very.
I think we should do that.
Homo.
We should do that.
Sex, homo.
Sucking on my homie's dick.
I be sucking dick till I piss.
All right, that's insane. Assassins. All right, let's relax. Assassin's Sassy Son Salad. Indiana Jones yelling, "Your name is Toby."
Damn.
Watching a JOI because I genuinely don't know how. Moju Joju versus the Powerpuff Goebbels.
The Powerpuff Goebbels? Come on.
That's
so
crazy.
stupid.
That's crazy
Gandalf sending the...
What we got?
Oh my god. Gandalf sending that ball rigger where it belongs.
Come on, man.
Come on.
That's just fucking... That's gross.
A Balrog. Oh, Jesus Christ. Damo Nation, Vaughn of the Dead, Bryle helped my grandma across the road and then kicked her into the gutter. He wouldn't do that kind of thing. Bryle's bigger than that. Wore the scumbag shirt to the barbers. Jingle balls, jingle balls, jingle balls cock. Arabs don't deserve Islam. It should have went to Dominicans.
Let's
That's crazy.
go.
That's insane. Holy fuck. Getting caught between the rock and a hard dick.
Like Dwayne Johnson?
By the existence of Sirius Black in Harry Potter, there should be a person named Dubious White. Well, Dubious isn't the opposite of Sirius, but I see what you're saying.
It'd be like lighthearted white. It'd be like lighthearted, silly white, yeah.
Yeah, silly white. It's me, Silly White, Harry. You know me.
Harry, you know who I am, Harry. Please.
Yeah,
follow me, Harry.
Dubious,
please.
like it would be if his name was like Honorabus Black or something. You know,
Honorabus Black.
I don't.
Silliest Black.
Silliest,
White.
yeah, it would be silliest. It would be silliest white.
That's dope.
Silliest White, yeah. That's kind of dope, actually.
No, it's not. That's a crazy ass name.
Yo, Silius, like, because it ends in like a Greek like emperor ass like Eus.
It's like fucking
like
Liquidus.
Makes it.
It's like liquid. It's like Liquidus, dude.
Solidus,
yeah.
I know.
Liquidus. It's Liquidus. It's me, Liquidy Snake.
Liquidy.
My name is Liquid Like Snake.
All right.
Like, what?
Sween canonically being the only weeb that gets pussy. Hiring Bo Obama to kill my boyfriend and not giving me enough attention. Colons are red, violence is blue.
Oh.
Getting murdered by the entire United States military because some dog used to work at the White House.
That's crazy work.
It's true, man. Bo is crazy. If shitting cum is cool, then consider me Miles gay.
Nice.
Death.
Whoa.
Jack the world's fastest Maori. Thanking you guys for getting me through the year. You're welcome. You can't take back what your booty hole received. Derek, I saw your video, and you place is trash.
What? You place?
I don't know. You place.
I don't know what he means. Does he mean my apartment?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's like
I guess
a regular apartment, no? I don't know.
It looks entirely fine. Like I don't know. Oh, you caught your neighbors. You caught your neighbors being racist, also, right? Like you said that video to us. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if you would want to dox yourself by like posting that, but that shit's fucking hilarious. Like I was listening to that video like smiling,
guy, dude,
because I just couldn't. But go back to your sad country, he said.
And calling that guy ignorant, you ignorant ass bastard. After saying that, I was like, what a legend.
I love this country. People like
it's
that
just
really
Xbox
exist.
Live everywhere.
Right.
People like that really exist, and they'd be like, "What do you mean?" And it's like, oh. What do I mean, huh? What do I fucking mean?
Kingston eats booty hole cum, semen, penis cum, feces, dookie cum, saliva cum, rodents cum, wiener sandwiches.
God damn.
God damn. What did you do to this guy?
Cum. That woman is just cum. It's more cum than anything else.
At real Donald Trump. Nice. Big meaty stinks. I can't fucking read this. What the hell is this? 1,000 up 3 million up 6 billion up 9 trillion up 12 quadrillion up 15 quintillion up 18. I did my homework. Can I play outside now? Fuck you. I interpreted this, by the way. Like next time we do the show in person, which I'm honestly like, I feel pretty fine at this point. Like we should be good by Friday.
I hope so.
But yeah, I'm like, I just have like the remaining kind. Like I don't have a fever anymore. I'm not like sore. I'll mop. I'll clean. I have to
take a bath and disinfecting. Take a bath out of sanitizer for 3 hours. Yeah. For 3 hours, dip your whole body in sanitizer.
I'll let you know. Our next episode might be remote. We'll see. I don't know, because who the fuck knows? Maybe I'll get back to back fucking sick. Andy the Man Whose Handies are now back to STR and Forever Dandy. Clancy Brown is White Keith David. That's kind of true.
I'll accept that.
The guy at the bender, I think, is
John DiMaggio.
Well, no, DiMaggio is not really. No.
Well, the reason I say that is because Clancy Brown's range is crazy.
That's true.
Like he actually plays people that I just had no fucking idea he played. Like I can't. There was one thing that like Clancy Brown voice roles.
I mean, I'm sorry. I think the most shocking was Forever Mr. Krabs.
Is that shocking?
That's how I knew him, is the thing. Like, that's how I first became aware of Clancy Brown.
Oh, well, yeah, forget you're not a movie buff. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like, I didn't know him from, like, movies at all.
To me, I knew him as a very fucking good actor, right? Like, Shawshank, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, what the fuck? This dude, the asshole fucking guard is Mr. Krabs? It sense to me.
Yeah, he's in Starship, or not Starship.
No, right.
Is he in Starship Troopers or?
Isn't he?
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm totally. That's
I'm
it. Helldiver. The existence of Helldivers is really throwing my mind for a loop
for a second. I was like, of course he is, but then I'm like, wait.
I thought for some reason it was like, no, it's something like Starship Troopers, but like, no, it is Starship Troopers. That is the original.
Oh my god, we didn't talk about the fucking Microsoft thing.
What Microsoft thing?
Where they didn't let the secret level of freaking Master Chief and fucking Doom guy exist.
Oh yeah, whatever. I don't.
Oh wait, so wait, they were ready. Wait,
really?
What do you
stupid.
mean? Like they had it ready and they just were like no, or
it was pitched and they were like no.
Oh, that's stupid. Those were actually really good. I was surprising.
They were surprisingly good. Yeah,
I really liked the
PlayStation. The PlayStation one was terrible. That was the one that I was like, what the fuck is going on? Where they were like, Kratos is just in the middle of the street with an axe and then he just vanishes. It's
what was your
fucking
favorite one?
lame as hell.
What was your favorite one?
Mine's pretty obvious.
Which one?
My favorite one is. Mine's pretty
Which
obvious. Mine is the fucking D&D one. I think it's fucking.
The Dungeons
that was a
and Dragons
good one, but like to me, it was also
shit.
just like very generic.
Yeah, but it was still.
It was good.
Pretty cool.
Dude, I really like that fucking New World one. Like, I don't give a shit about New World. Haven't played it, but like, I thought that was so much funnier than I thought it was gonna be. Like, I enjoyed the fuck out of it, and then at the very end, it was so heartwarming. I was like, "What the fuck is this? This was really good."
I didn't actually watch. I only watched two of them.
You should watch the New World one. It's really fucking good. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger plays the guy.
Yeah, there's one that I wanted to watch, but then I watched the PlayStation one because like for the show because I was curious as to what it was going to be, and it was terrible. It was easily the worst one. Like by everybody said it was like the absolute worst one, by a mile. And then I started the Pac-Man one because I was like curious what the fuck the Pac-Man one was going to be. And then an ad started playing, and then I realized that like, oh, like Amazon Prime has ads. And then I immediately I turned my thing off and I didn't watch it. My patience for ads is so low because I have YouTube Premium. And if I do have a streaming service, it's like HBO or like Netflix where there are no ads.
I see.
So like my tolerance is critical low. And so I immediately lost any curiosity that I had about that show. I will get around to it. I think at that moment I was just too lazy to deal with like an advertisement. Yeah. But I do want to see the Outer Worlds one because I do like the Outer Worlds. Sifu, I heard, had a pretty cool one.
Sifu's was crazy.
That was really good.
That was fucking dope.
I want to see the Warhammer one because I'm just kind of like I'm loosely into Warhammer awesome. At this point.
It just makes me want to be an Ultramarine like much more. It just.
You want to be Ultramarine is crazy. Crazy what?
Well, because, I mean, how is it not? Because like, so when I found out about Ultramarine, it was like, say, when I was younger, I was like, man, I want to be a fucking, I want to be a cog in fucking Gears of War. Like, I just like, because it's just so fucking ridiculous. It's like absurd. Like having just
you just want to be a grunt in a machine of fucking
huge amount of armor, just being huge and muscular, so stupid. And then seeing these ridiculous ass Ultramarines, but then also with the gaudiness of it too is like great.
So here it is. Here's the voice roll that blew my mind. Did you know that you guys are going to fucking flip out when you hear this? Clancy Brown, Dora.
You're lying.
He does Dora the Explorer.
This is an unnecessary lie.
In the show?
In the show.
That's just such a crazy lie. It's not true because first of all, I know the voice actress of Dora is a young Hispanic woman. Like that's crazy. I followed this voice actress of Dora on Twitter actually because of.
That's weird, but like all right.
Well, she's a grown ass woman.
All right, all right, if you say so.
Grown ass woman,
dude.
Yeah,
she's older than I am. At least the original one. The original one.
I'm not saying it's perverted. I just think it's weird to. I'm not saying you're a creep. I'm saying it's just that's a bizarre voice actor to follow.
How about she did? She was the voice actor in Coco as well too. That's why I followed her.
You follow her because
and I love.
I don't follow.
You follow her because like Dora sounds like Lily. That's why. Hey, it's me.
Yeah. No, she does not.
Lily.
Dora rhymes with Lily also.
Lily sounds way more
Lily
white
the
than
Explorer.
Lily the Explorer.
It's fucking insane.
I'm gonna explore Kingston's ass.
Hey, bro, my life is my life, bro. Don't hate.
I respect it.
Gay song of the South, schlong in my mouth.
Nice.
Heath Smoker is going off to Vegas. The in-game currency in Call of Duty is called CP. JIDS or GIDS. Sucking on profilazine. Can't put down the cock. Big PP. Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z but gay. Jim Carrey single-handedly saving the Sonic franchise.
Big PP. Sucking D's.
Sucking me. And it's the big PP in my fucking spleen. It's just the PP in me until he succeed.
That's
50% cum in my hand. People equal gay. Kevin Durant's feet. Dr. Manlover. How I learned to stop worrying and love the cock. Fuck you. I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants. Boomer saying racism just isn't what it used to be. Fuckface. Awesome. Unstoppable cardboard pie. Big PP.
It's so immature. I love it.
Long time question asker. PP is so funny, man. Like, it's just like the second one when we did the Imagine Dragons thing is like you make my PP long. It was just
right.
It's just so damn funny.
That's such primitive speak.
Like, because you stop calling you like maybe like what when you're like 4 or 5 is when you stop calling.
I did. I remember.
I definitely did.
Getting caught by my mom saying PP one time because there was a commercial and it was a construction commercial, I guess, and the guy was named Hard Hat Harry. And I'm a kid, so I'm not creative. But I was like, I called him Hard Hat Pee-Pee. I thought it was so funny. My mom walked by, and I was like, oh, sorry.
You thought you fucking blew the roof off the place. Dude. You were like, I fucking got it.
Yo, that is my fear with children, honestly, is that like they'll go with whatever they think is funny, and I'm gonna have to answer for it.
They're gonna call Hard Hat Hard R. That's what the kids would say now.
Yeah, my kids are gonna be.
They're done,
man.
Your kids are fucked.
They're gonna have live leak onesies and shit. It's gonna be bad.
Live Leak onesies.
I'm sponsored by Live Leak.
Crazy. The Live Leak logo on a baby's one like fucking onesie.
That has to be real. It
has to be real. If not, it can be printed. It absolutely can be printed.
Exactly. That's why it has to be real.
That is so good. We got to do that. We got to do like. Can they see?
No, they're gone. Aren't they gone? Aren't they defunct?
Whatever, man. Let's do it.
They're defunct. Let's go.
Specifically for babies, like only like only
onesies.
It's so crazy. Would you be so concerned? Oh my god.
I love it.
Jolly old dipshit, the ace of the parades. Long-time question asker, first-time listener. RFK streaming with an anime girl VTuber avatar, and his voice is pitched up but still wobbly.
Awesome.
Chris Ray pissed. King Ramses, the man in gauze, the man in gauze. King Ramses, the man in gauze, the man in gauze. King Ramses. I hope Jimmy Carter is pissing on Reagan from heaven. Crazy. Wait, what'd you say? That's from Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Okay.
The King Ramses thing.
I don't remember that.
It's the return the slab or suffer my curse. It's like one of the most famous like Courage the Cowardly Dog things. But like there's a point where one of the plagues is like unrelenting noise, and it's just like a gramophone playing this fucking obnoxious theme song, and it's just King Ramses, the man in gauze, the man in gauze.
I don't remember enough of that show. I remember like say the naughty. I remember that guy.
Naughty, yeah, the barber.
I remember that one dude that like wanted the house to be like just full of trash. That he wanted to live like basically in like. It was like his house it turned into almost like a vacuum cleaner full of like trash because he just wanted to inhale garbage. And I can't remember. It was just like a zombie-looking dude that just looked like he was decaying.
Yeah.
I remember like odd stuff, but I need to watch that show again.
Yeah. Show's great.
It's a good show. It's a solid show, goated show. But like that
romp.
Solid little romp. That show's way crazier than I remember it being too.
It's off the walls.
It's really off the walls in ways that I like. Whoa, I don't remember any of this. Pedophilic XQC, PDF.
Stupid.
Martian manfucker strikes back from poverty. Maroon 5. This love is making. What is this?
Is making my dick hard when I pee.
Making little pools on me. I fucked gay guys so many times before.
Oh,
and his cock is pumping inside of me. There's something there. I hate Maroon 5, but like, God bless you.
Homo. I am so gay, I did not recognize all the semen in my eyes.
With a man's penis between my thighs. It was
about that
deep
song.
inside of me.
That's a good song, actually.
Emptying is all his
like,
seed.
Well, not this one.
That was like their second single. I remember that very distinctly because
Really? That was their second single?
because
Have I been listening to Maroon 5 for 20
wrote
years?
the first two songs they released were not on their album, and the fucking producers were like, your album sucks, you need 2 more bangers, and they refused until of course they were forced to do it. And it was those songs. It was the it's getting harder and harder to breathe, whatever that fucking song's called, and then that one, this love has taken its toll. And like, I hate it because I'm like, bro, don't tell me the Suits were right. You know, I don't like hearing that. The suits actually knocked it out of the park.
Sometimes they're right. Sometimes. Kansas City, Missouri is older than Kansas. Get your own name, dogshit state. By the way, this guy's profile picture is the fucking that goddamn.
Is it the sketch?
The monsters. It's
Let's go.
So this guy, if he's subscribed to any other,
Did you monster me?
Oh, fuck. Chaozu's wife isn't canon. It is a doll. Shocking amount of blackface in Sonic 3. I haven't seen it.
Was there blackface? Did I notice blackface? I guess because there was a moment where the guy turned into a black person via hologram. Is that blackface?
I don't even know if you...
Digital, I think.
I'm being fucked with. Digital blackface. Remember that?
That was fun.
Did you see... I saw a video recently that made me smile so hard. It was like... Oh, it's like bittersweet because it's some level of vindication on my part, and I guess on our part in some way. But like, it was this woman. It was like a sketch, but it was like some woman coming up to some guy, and he was like, "Hey, so young men are," and it was like approaching. It was like some woman approaching like a lefty millennial or something, and they were like, "Hey, so young boys are leaning right wing. We need your help." And it was just like this guy going like, "I thought I was supposed to sit by and wait for marginalized voices to be heard." What? And it was just him going like, I want to be able to call things gay and retarded, and then and like all this stuff. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like there seems to be like some, at least in all this chaos, there's at least like some shift where like I think some semblance of reasonableness might actually come out of this, where it's just like, hey, we'll see. I'm not getting my hopes up, but like that's the first time I've seen something like that on my For You page in a fucking forever.
Yeah, I wish I could call people N-word more. I wish I could be how people want to get us mad. I
want to call things gay and retarded, and I want to make a joke, and you to fucking think about what the joke means instead of like being angry at the words. And it's like, all right, fine. It's just like good.
What sucks is that the people that think that often suck so much dick. That's the problem. It's like, yeah,
they don't. Though that's the thing.
I really think we live in a bubble.
Because they never thought that. That's not what they were thinking.
I think what happens.
They were thinking, I want to be racist.
I think a lot of people are like, it's just a word. I think that's what happened. Is that there exist, right, where there's people like us, but we also just know not
they
to say
use that as a fucking shield.
Way.
They don't actually believe it.
Oh yeah, 100% for sure. But we're like, all right, cool. We can say this.
The problem was
like, this is really fucking
other people
stupid.
on the outside didn't know how to differentiate. They couldn't tell who was reasonable, just being funny, and who was a fucking cunt. They couldn't tell the difference.
And then now they co-opted it, where they're like, "Yeah, I just want to be able to say what I want, man. Freedom of speech. I should be able to beat up people that
anyone
are
who's ever used the phrase freedom of speech for that shit, I'm like, no. I've never once been like, I've talked about censorship, but I've never used the phrase freedom of speech. Shut the fuck up. That's never
me neither, because that's not applicable. 100%. It's not.
That's not how it works.
Yeah,
you don't know what the word means.
People don't know fucking anything. It's really crazy.
We're doomed. We're doomed.
Yeah, whatever.
The
fish. Dude, I was literally just like, dude, if this fire come gets me, I'm not leaving. Like fucking whatever. Whatever. Take me the fuck out. The fish that swims up your urethra when you piss. Smitchy the kid, she pipkin on my pippa. Possum was actually homeless, but now they're back. Shannon Sharp's colon falling out on Instagram Live. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Michelle.
Oh Michelle, could you pop that back in real quick?
All right, let's go back to it.
Did you see?
Wait, what? What you say?
See, Shannon. No, I was gonna say there's a video of Shannon Shark's colon falling out, but I lost interest in the bit before I started it. Sweeney flosses with his own piss. Yummy. I'm just here so I don't get killed. Asking for breast milk at the restaurant. Fuck it. Star Coffee. Put the mass back in Chris Mass. My massive cock. Did you really fucking think there'd be no consequences for all your tomfoolery? Defoe sneered as he drew a weapon. Craig the Canadian, Dutchy on a boat hoe. It's your boy Shawnee D, friendly neighborhood sex offender, Cerberus Agent 267, RF Gay Jr. If y'all are recording on Chris's apartment, does that mean no more inward tank? Inward tank? You inward club, you mean?
Oh, is that what he meant? Inward club?
I guess I assume.
Because I was like, it's either dark tank or it said, but he said inward. He like put them both together.
Yeah. I mean, we still do this inward, sometimes. Like if they
inward club, I feel like that needs to be shopped. I don't know, man, because I just love the name of that and feel like it shouldn't die, but also I just think it needs to be repurposed because I just don't. It's clip shows are very hard to do, actually.
Clip shows are hard to do, especially
they're tedious.
That's the real word. I shouldn't say hard. Very tedious.
If we got an editor, we could like just get him to do it. That is
very true.
But
if we reach a certain threshold, like if we keep building, then we can actually make a lot of cool things happen. But as of right now, we're working on it.
Yeah. We're working on it. It goes like this: her balls, her dick with sequin gloves. She tugs my nips. The drag show queen was moaning hallelujah. Nice. 3XO cheering obnoxiously after learning Nick Fuentes has HIV. I did hear that. I don't know if that's true or not.
Oh, damn it.
I saw that.
That was a big one that I wanted to talk about on the show, and then it already lost the steam, though.
Yeah, I don't even know if... Is that real?
So...
Because that would be fucking hilarious. But I don't think it's real.
Russia Today reported on it. Come on. It's not,
yeah, I don't know.
Imagine Russia Today reporting on Nick Fuentes getting AIDS. It's not. That's of course it's not real, but it's just so funny. It was the fact that it was like because I didn't even click on it to see if the account is real or not. I just imagine it's why would Russia Today be reporting on this? They do fucking propaganda, not stupid funny shit like that. So. It would be great if it was real. Because then I would have actually DM'd Destiny and be like, "Hey, bro, I really appreciate you. I appreciate your."
Thanks for giving Fuente AIDS.
Thank you for further insinuating the fucking. Thank you for helping me further insinuate the whole AIDS and homosexuality thing. Because I think that's funny on my part.
Yes.
I know it's probably likely not you that gave it to him, but like I like the fact
in
that
my
it
head
may have
you
been
did
you, and I can be a fucking homophobe. I'm trying to tell you, thank you, I appreciate you. Have a good night.
A former friend recently sent her autistic teenage daughter to school in the Ahiago shirt or Ahegao.
What's that?
How do you say that? Ahegao.
I don't know what that is.
It's it's that fucking anime orgasm face. It's a AHE.
Oh,
GAO.
Okay. That's crazy. That sucks.
That's crazy work. That
sucks that they would do that because did they understand what that meant? Did they understand what that was?
Probably not. But their kids autistic. Their parents were like, I think this would be really interesting if you send me like this, mama.
Well.
And the parent was like, I guess I do love you because I have to.
Because I have to.
Anyway, slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. Drip MH, Lord of all drip. Indiana Jones, but instead of using a whip, he uses his own colon.
That's...
He has it wrapped around his hand like he has the whip.
It's fucking Indiana Crones.
Indiana Crones. Oh, man.
That is fucking insane. Obi won't you blow me. Waiting for the Sween Hunter tier. I want his pelt Kremlin the Gremlin drinking Squirrel Girl's ass crack sweat.
Look, man. She is bubbled up for some reason.
She's caked up, man.
Because she's not like that in the comics at all, but I ain't here to complain. I ain't mad at it, though.
Saint, Sweeney's 4 acres and a mule are his tooth gap and Lily. That's crazy. Wage Slave 583. Papini Brothers, Carl Urban daring Jack Quaid to stick his hand in the deep fryer for the Novocaine movie. Donkerson, Oi Yui. This was going to be a colon joke, but the cunts killed it in the same fucking episode they started it. Gade 6, PP, Teenage Mutant. Whoa.
Is it what it is? Is it what it is?
It's Tootant Mean Age Needle Teetles.
What the hell are those? What is that?
Tootant Needle Teetles?
Tootant Mean Age Needle Teetles.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck! That really
bananas.
That fucked me up. Holy needle teetles is such a
needle nanos
mean age needle teetles. That's fucking insane.
Needle.
M1K3 Evans. Hey, my dad used to punish me by publicly embarrassing me with Tart Speak too. Me be fishy. Nick Fuentes has AIDS. That's real. Look it up. I love how many people are spreading this.
We just want it so bad.
I need it to be real. I don't care.
Forcing my family to watch Guptil 89's top 10 hottest female Sonic characters on Christmas. If you actually did that, God bless you, because that's like one of my favorite YouTube videos ever.
Look at these smoke shows.
Here we go. I'll never forget. That image of him speeding up his footage of him running down the street so he's moving as fast as Sonic is ingrained into my memory. Like, that is an iconic fucking YouTube video.
That is a constant in my life.
John Strickland, Mercs 1889. I gotta blow my nose so bad. Simon Lewis Avery, but written like R.L. Stein.
Here we go.
Shut the fuck up. That's so S.L. Avery.
That's cool. That's awesome.
That's good. I had to think about it for a second. The first trick to Keith David, Mickey Mouse
silly.
gaping Ron DeSantis with his comedically oversized cock so hard his colon falls out. Boomer Locust, but with a whip yelling the N-word. One of these days, Kingston, one of these days, bang, zoom, out your colon. Pre-Roz, Chris, just look at Sween and yell, fuck you. It's crazy. Blake 896, who do you think you are? I am. The Uzbek tummy squealer. Do you think Brian Thompson's last words was wow?
I hope so.
It's the most wonderful time to be queer. Alaskan Oilfield Trash, Kazuhira the Racial Pain, Hurricane Miller, Texas Tater Salad, Young Sheldon getting punched so hard he explodes.
Damn. No.
I'm not reading that. I'm not reading that, Nikki.
Oh, yes.
I'm not reading it.
Just read it. Read it.
Nig apostrophe Erzig
Shout out to Ziggy.
Hey.
FMA Niggy Ziggy.
N-word, Zigword.
Shout out to Ziggs.
Yeah.
Nigword.
Nigword.
Come here, Nigward.
What's up, homie?
What do you want?
What's
good,
up,
my
fam?
nigga?
I'm finna
my
quit.
nigga?
I'm finna quit.
I deserve better than this.
53 Shades of Gay. Dom, the giant worm's colon fell out. Oh my god. Squirtward sucking on his own nose. That's so fucking disgusting to imagine.
He's drinking it, dude.
Whoopstifer Goldberg, menacingly.
So good. I can't even do Squidward well. So good.
I'm really enjoying
delicious.
the juices.
Preheated toast. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly brave. Dog the colon hunter. Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Orange man hunter. Feed a man a rat. Satisfy his rat desire. Ro Jogan. Nafram. Melphus 1. And rounding out our list, as always, as God intended. The king of haphazard.
And I'm proud to be an American, because at least I know I'm free. And something else, I'm terrified of minorities. And I stand up next to you with a righteous man in hand. I swear to God, I hate these niggas. We finna bomb Afghanistan.
You know what's crazy about that is that, John Oliver did a great segment on that song. Did you know that there's like a version of it that he did for Canada that's literally just the same thing?
No.
Dude, there's literally "I'm proud to be a Canadian."
This fucking guy.
And it's by the same guy. He did the same. He wrote the song for them.
He probably did it for everything. I'm proud to be an Arabian,
Assyrian.
I'm proud to be
Syrian. I'm proud to be African, South African. I'm proud to be a Dominican. I'm proud to be a Jamaican American.
So much money.
He's like, what's his name in his throne? Scrooge McDuck on the throne of gold. Or like the emperor from Warhammer. Just on the golden throne.
Dude, that would be so fucking genius.
Proud to be more Canadian, money than there are places in the universe.
Or at least I know I have syrup. What does it even say on the Canadian one? What the fuck does that even do?
Dude, it's where at least I know I'm free. It's still like, hold on, let me look it up. It literally is the same.
God, it's even lazier. It's just like, wow.
Lee Greenwood lyrics. Yeah.
Next
to you,
embarrassing. Yeah,
so fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm proud to be a Canadian, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the man who died, who gave that right to me, and I'll gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, because there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless you, Canada.
Wait, it doesn't even rhyme at the end.
I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking. This is not a joke. He says from the shores of Nova Scotia to the forest in BC, from Montreal to Winnipeg, from sea to shining sea.
That is so lazy. That's crazy,
dude. I know, God. Dude. It really is. It really is truly
There's gotta
amazing.
Be other ones too.
I'm proud to be a Nigerian.
Well, at least
I'm fucking. At least
I'm technically free.
Anyway, let's get the fuck out of here. We're gonna be back on normal schedule, I think, next week. There's some weird there's a lot going on right now. There's like fires, potential evacuations, maybe not. Apologies for the little delay on that regard, but I think we'll record the extra ammo after the next episode we do, I think.
I agree.
Because I gotta go get groceries to make sure that
the groceries might be on fire already, so
yeah, there might be people biting each other's jugulars out.
I opened my door, there's just fire out there, and I'm like, damn. And Lily just left without telling me.
Lily's so great.
Dude, I went to the 7-Eleven earlier. To get a tea, and like the power was out, and I was like, oh fuck, man, damn it.
How am I gonna edge? I can't fucking have my goon sesh tonight.
So we'll be back on schedule next week, and then we'll all be good. Appreciate your patience. Thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for tuning in to this episode, first episode of the new year, 2025. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.